Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Dragon's Greed Gaming. We're here for a super spooky Halloween special. Tonight we are playing Hollows, Sins of Grisham Priory. This is a new game from Rowan, Rook and Decard, written by the one, the only Grant Howitt, published, I think I just said it, by Rowan, Rook and Decard. What else we got going on? This game is kind of like a Victorian Gothic, horror game, very much so based off of like kind of Bloodborne, as a TTRPG. In this game, all of our players will play as hunters. These are people who, deep within their souls, have seeds of malignance growing inside of them, festering manifestations of their traumas and their sins, slowly corrupting their bodies until one day it will consume them and form a scar upon the Isles. The Isles, of course, is the setting that this all takes place in. It's kind of a big island nation. And these scars are not visible to the naked eye of the typical person, but they have very real effects. They corrupt the land and spoil the soil. They cause people to commit acts vile and indignified, truly corrupting the world. And the Isles themselves are slowly succumbing to these things. When this happens, it creates something that is called a hollow. You, as hunters, can see and can enter hollows and have made it your life's goal to destroy as many of these as possible before you yourself become one. And with all that being said, I am really excited. I just kind of want to go over a couple of things with both the audience at home and the players here. Things that you're going to need to know, some glossary of terms before we introduce everyone. Obviously, we talked about what is a hollow. We talked about what is a hunter. That's all you really need to know for this. This game is very tactics heavy. And so there's going to be a couple things that play a little bit differently than your typical TTRPG. You are going to need to know what threat is. And what threat is whenever you attack an entity and succeed, or when an entity, whenever you do something that hurts an entity within the hollows, you're going to gain threat, which means you're going to be a more likely target for that entity. And this game is a lot about managing threat and moving around so that you're not standing where all the threat has accumulated, unless you want to be hit. And so that's just one thing that you're going to need to know. This is a boss battle simulator at its core. And I fully expect we're going to have at least a couple of character deaths tonight. Though deaths are not a major inconvenience in this game. You just kind of return back to the beginning of the hollow and shamefully walk back with your tail between your legs. With all that being said, let's just take a second. Let's just introduce everyone. We'll start looking at my screen. We'll start with Scarr. Actually, sorry, you asked me to not call you Scarr tonight. So Sean, how's it going?
Well, tonight I'll make an exception.
Okay.
You can call me Scarr, and I'll tell you why. Because the character I chose is a little bit on the nose for me. I chose the Experiment, who, after apparently a ton of experiments, I was left with a network of scars. I've also got resonant metals implanted under my skin and an uncanny sense of the malignancies that gnaw ravenous at the Isles. I don't know what that is yet. But yeah, I'm Scarr. I'm playing the Experiment. I love Bloodborne, and I love goth, scary things. I've got a dagger and a gun. I'm ready to go.
It's true, and to be honest, you kind of look like you love goth, scary things. So it's it's good. You know, the vibe checks out.
My wife and I literally exchanged gifts for Halloween. It's very important.
I was just gonna ask if you have any weird Halloween traditions, because everyone's out there trick-or-treating or getting drunk. But like, do you do anything kind of fucked up or weird? And apparently you give your wife gifts, which is fucked up and weird.
It's neither.
It's neither of those things. I know.
Yeah.
But yeah, is there anything else you want to pitch right now? While we got you here?
I don't think I have my game going live Friday this week. So all we got is Lancer coming up Monday, the following Monday, and it just so happens that they just dropped a horror themed adventure for the season. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do it. It's a little short notice because I have obviously something totally different prepped. I'm still gonna buy it and look at it and see if it's feasible for a one shot. But cool to know.
That is really cool.
Like mechs and sci-fi. Check it out.
Nice. And well, we'll just go right over to the other Sean. Sean, Mr. Reliable himself, is here. How's it going? How's life?
Going well. I mean, it's Monday, and I'm playing some kind of game, so it's a good Monday.
There you go.
Yeah, and I'll be playing the priest, some kind of religious member. Does some healing and has a shotgun that talks to him and tells him to do violence. And he's got like a prayer book too, so
yeah,
seems pretty cool.
So oddly enough, actually, there's no healing class in this game. There's no classes really. It's just a description of the weapons you have. The book you think would make him like a better healer, but it doesn't. It just hurts people more.
Right.
And so like the
It's
priest
like
of all of the classes has the least support options.
Weird, but
it's kind of funny. It's just like you're just not that kind of priest.
Yeah.
We'll get into how healing is anyways. Like when we actually start playing. But you know what? I've played games with you for a long time now, and I've never heard you once on the channel talk about your stream. So you have to.
I've talked about my stream. We stream on Fridays. We play Dungeons and Dragons, and then when I run games, I get them to play things like Aliens or Morkborg. So right now we're doing we're doing Aliens, the Chariot of the Gods.
Ooh.
So yeah, that'll be fun.
It's
called Foreplay.
Yes, it is. FOUR.
Yeah, because there's 4 of us. So
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, and we'll just well, actually, no. Do you got any weird Halloween traditions or anything you're up to this year?
This year I'm going to be playing Dredd with Chris, and I think Adam said he might maybe show up.
That's fair. I hope he does. He was excited about that, but
yeah.
Yeah. All right then. Well, Dredd is. I honestly want to play that game too, but I don't. No one wants to play it with me. That makes me sad. But you know who doesn't make me sad? Tony. Tony, you're here, also known as Dredd. How's things? How's life?
It's going pretty good. As almost lost a fight with a 19-year-old or 19-month-old terrorist trying to get her to bed.
Yeah.
I am gonna be playing the agent who basically like a tax collector for shady houses. I don't know if it's really taxes I collect or if I'm more of a hired muscle for bookies.
Probably closer to the latter, because whatever you've done in service of the Empire and collecting taxes has caused you to become evil enough that one day you're going to corrupt the lands itself. So, you know, you're probably not like a good guy.
Probably.
Probably, you never know. But yeah, you got anything cool going on for Halloween or anything that you want to plug?
Nothing too big planned. Like my daughter trick-or-treating. I got nothing to plug right now, so.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, and you know what? Just for fun, someone who does make me sad, Jean-Paul. Jean-Paul.
Yeah, that's me.
Bingbong is here. This is the regular Monday crew. Sans Briny. But yeah, other than making me sad, what are you up to these days?
So today I will be playing the classic soldier. I've seen a lot, dealt with a lot of death, and I ran away AWOL after the last one. It was too intense. I've seen too much. But I'm here to help my friends here. I'm going to be the big boy. I also will be hosting a Halloween party this year, I'm thinking, at my new house. So if y'all are in Houston, let me know.
Nice.
It's going to be spooky.
Yeah, and last but not least, it's me, Aaron, also known as Poultrygeist. I am very, very far away from Houston, all the way in the Great White North. Also hosting Halloween. We just got off of Canadian Thanksgiving, which is exactly like Thanksgiving,
Oh, wow.
but it's Canadian. You know, So we sling maple syrup and play hockey, and I don't know, we yell a lot, but I think that's an everywhere thing. But yeah, I do have a couple weird Halloween traditions. I like to dress up as a scarecrow and hang out on my porch on Halloween evening. That's what I do. The problem is like fewer and fewer kids actually come by these days because there's not actually that many people who live where I live, and there's like almost no kids. So like 5 years ago, it was great, but this year and last year and the year before were like kind of like a little bit boring for out there. So I'm hosting a Halloween party this year.
Nice.
We're gonna get crunk and party hardy. Is what I'll probably do, and I'll just put out some candy on the porch so that the kids have something to get. But yeah, well, as I've said before, y'all are hunters. You're out here. You're using your extrasensory perception, you kind of follow the darkness in your heart to find a hollow. You guys enter into like a barren wasteland of what used to be like a thriving apple orchard. Off in the distance, you see this large church. In the back of it is like kind of like a greenhouse that you would know to be a wormery. That's where they would just keep piles of worms in order to produce fertile soil that they would put out into the lands in order to keep the trees healthy and the nutrients plenty. I'm gonna read something from the book here, so let me just flip around for half a second. About 60 years ago, so I don't know how old your characters are, but maybe one of you were alive when this was happening. Bishop Damien Loxley oversaw the Diocese of Grisham, and they were renowned for he was renowned for his keen tithe-taking and enforced piety. While acts of service and tending the sacred orchards were all well and good, he knew how the world really worked. Money and lots of it. His desire to uplift his charges from poverty through the blessings of the land became an all-consuming obsession, with wringing each and every square penny from those who lived in or even passed through his territory. We cut to modern day times. Back then, it was again a thriving orchard, roses growing everywhere. The people suffered immensely so that the orchard and the priory itself could thrive. But as the people began to get sick and die in the lands, they just turned darker and twisted. The trees no longer bearing fruit and instead growing tall and like reaching out to the sky as if they're screaming in agony. Behind the church, this is what you see today. A church overgrown. And as you approach, as you begin to maybe do some rituals, or to try and find an entrance into what you know is the other side of the veil into this hollow, you find yourselves are pulled into it. And as you enter, the lands, though barren, turn into a series, like almost like a wave of unmarked graves. Let me read from the book once more. A dilapidated burial ground. Maybe 200 graves lie here, with ornamentation ranging from simple wooden effigies of pig skulls to great trees carved from marble. Every single one of the graves is anonymous. Here and there, you see signs of some sort of creature, perhaps like a dog, has dug up the bodies and has torn open the coffins. You see a man. He looks like a peasant. His clothes are tattered, almost as tattered as his face is. He looks sickly, like he might have leprosy. He stands and he looks at you, and he sighs a great sigh of relief, and he says, "It worked. the first things first, you need to take this. And he approaches the priest. A key in his hand, and he offers it to you. He tries to put it right into your hand.
Yeah, take the key, grab it.
Okay.
Make sure I maintain eye contact with him.
Okay. Can you roll? This is going to be the first roll of the game. I need you to roll hard. So what that means, when I'll always ask for a roll, and I'm going to name a stat. So you want to roll under that stat. I have a target number over here, which I'm going to tell you right now is 8.
Okay. So my hard stat is 11. So I roll a d20.
Yes.
And
you want to get under 11.
Nope. 13.
Unfortunately not. You are going to take 2 resolve damage.
Oof.
And the reason you take this resolve damage is as he touches this, like you feel like a burning sensation as like whatever disease he's carrying tries to infect you, and like that dark seed inside of you tries to push it out. Though you think that that's what would cause the resolve damage, but what it actually is the crashing of doors, as bursting out of a mausoleum is a 10-foot tall dog, clad purely in human skin.
Oh, boy.
His head decorated to look like a skull. Long chains drape from his spiked collar. And as he approaches, he tears this man from your grip. That man's hand is like clinging to yours as like you are holding onto the stump of his wrist. As this hound tears him away from you, stepping onto his chest and ripping his head straight off and throwing it back at you. He howls, and the first combat has begun.
Okay, we are jumping right the fuck in.
All right. So I'm gonna. You guys can drag yourselves out. But before we do, I need everyone to roll initiative. And the way we roll initiative in this game is everyone's gonna roll sharp. So you want to roll under your sharp stat. And I will tell you right now, the goal that you want to hit is 12. So that's the target number. Please let me know what you get as you get it.
I got a 19. The priest.
Okay.
Ooh, I got a 3. Wow.
All right.
I cannot drag my.
Oh, okay. I'll.
Character.
You should be able to, but that's okay. You're the priest.
Yeah.
So.
Try again.
Can you control the token now that I have it out?
Yeah, it looks like
Okay.
it. Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna put you all out. So
Thank
for
you.
anyone who beat a 12 and got under your stat, you may place your character wherever you would like on this map. And I'll just very quickly explain the way that this grid works.
Yeah.
There are 3 range bands. So there is close. That is the one that is closest to the entity at the center of the map. So there's close front. You can flank left or right, or you can be in the rear. Your weapons sometimes have special abilities that only work in certain zones. It also impacts how likely you are to be attacked. And then we have ranged. There's only ranged left and right, and then front. If you have a ranged weapon, you can attack from here. You're less likely to gain threat from this distance. Yeah, that's really it. That's really it. It's like this is where you can attack from at ranged, and some abilities won't be able to reach you, depending on the creature if they even have ranged abilities. The last ring is that white ring on the outside. It's the support range. If you are in support range, you cannot attack the creature, but the creature can also not attack you. If you are needing healing, you want to get to the support range as soon as possible. The way turns work in this, you guys can make 1 attack and 1 maneuver, or you can make 2 maneuvers, unless you have an ability that says otherwise. I believe that I don't know if it's the armor or the knife. One of them gives you the ability to take through an extra maneuver per turn. And so you could attack and do 2 maneuvers, or you could do 3 maneuvers. Your character sheets will have a description of what maneuvers do, but the most important 2 that you'll need to know are guard. Guard will refresh some of your stats, including you will gain a certain amount of resolve, and you will reload your weapon. Or no, sorry, you will become ready if you guard, if you have a basically a gun that requires you to become ready. You can also reposition other characters as a maneuver, which is, I don't think, listed there, but you can do that. You can roll to see if you're strong enough to push someone out of the way if they're in the same zone as you. If you're in support range, you can roll to heal yourself or others. And even if you fail, some healing will be done, so it is important to get out there if you can. Monsters do have the ability to shift you to zones, so just keep that in mind. But yes, for anyone who succeeded, which means you rolled under your stat, I don't think anyone rolled a 12 or above a 12.
I rolled above a 12.
You rolled above a 12. You failed.
I rolled a 19.
I'm going to put you right there. The priest is.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right
he
there.
had,
And you know what? Narratively, that
hand.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where we're going to go anyway, actually.
But everyone else can select where they want to be on this map to start.
I have a question
Yes.
because my character seems very skirmishy. What is there a consequence to maneuver from short to ranged?
No. The issue is that doing certain things may cause you to gain threat. And so depending on the creature, like I'll tell you right now, the Guardian Hound can place threat whenever someone moves, because you catch its attention. So
Okay.
it's something like I may not choose to do that, but I can place threat on a square, and if I want you to be in that square, or I think the dog would want you to be in that square, as in like it's going to run after you, then I will shift your character back in anyways. So you got to be mindful of how much attention you draw to yourself.
Gotcha. And
yeah,
I think we're missing a player on the board. Someone moved me.
Yeah, sorry, I just put you there, but the agent, I believe I'm missing the agent. So I just put you over here in the support over there, Tony.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So move yourself where you'd like to be. Your pistol would work at ranged, so you may not want to be at close, but that's up to you.
I'm where I want to be.
Are you able to move? I believe I made it so that everyone should have ownership.
I moved your token. I didn't realize it was your token when I did it.
Yeah, you're at the top right now. Is that where you want to be?
Yeah. Then,
Okay.
But
Okay.
earlier I moved Sean's token. So.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, just make sure everyone's where they want to be before we start the round. You guys did beat it, so you guys will go first before the entity, because you guys managed to beat its score. So you guys can go in any order that you choose. If you're going to hesitate, I'm just going to call someone out. Whoever rolled the lowest, we'll say. So the soul
guy.
Yeah.
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 So
Ahead,
I'm in his flank. So I would like to gouge it with my spear.
Okay. So your spear will say what stat you need to roll with there. It's probably strong.
Looks like attacks with strong from close.
Okay. So go ahead and give me a strong roll. Its close
Alright.
defense is 9. So you want to roll under your strong and above a 9, ideally.
Okay, cool.
That is a success, and so you're going to do resolve damage against the creature. Resolve damage is the character that's to the left of the slash. So all weapons will say like one number / another number. Left number is how much resolve damage it does.
2.
Okay, so it takes 2 resolve damage. Go ahead and tell me a little bit about how you're
also while you are in flank, inflict +0 - +1.
Okay.
For pierce.
Yes. So if you were doing, if you had broken this, broken is when you character or an entity. This is an entity here. When you do damage, like if you do damage past all its resolve, you start doing wound damage. So you would do an additional wound.
Nice.
Unfortunately, it still has resolve, so you're going to be better at finishing it off than leading it off.
Hell yeah.
2 resolve is not a bad place to start.
Yes, sir.
Do you want to take a maneuver at all?
No, I love hanging out there. I'm ready to party.
But there's other maneuvers, so let's quickly go over that.
Okay,
just know what all our options are.
Yes, sir.
Hunter maneuvers. Focus. Gain focus up to a maximum of 1.
True.
Some abilities will spend focus in order to do things that you wouldn't otherwise be able to do. Guard. Restore 2 resolve or attempt to revive a dying hunter in your area. Reload. If you fire a ranged weapon, you regain 1 capacity on a weapon you're holding up to its maximum. Take cover. You can claim a terrain tag. In this game, terrain is not any specific area. You just claim up to there's 6 terrain tags generally on most fights. And in this case, there's elevated and sheltered. Elevated will help you do additional damage with ranged attacks, and sheltered will help you take less damage from incoming attacks. And then if you have an item,
that's not good.
Oh,
yeah. So you know what? Did you want to take cover there?
Yeah, let's do it. That sounds like the best place, the best idea.
Which one do you want?
Let's go for the sheltered.
Okay, so you're gonna roll quick.
Quick, got it.
Yeah. And this is kind of a pass-fail, as opposed to ranges of success, unlike most things in this game. Did you make your roll there?
Yeah, it's not going through though. I don't know if it's frozen.
All right. Lovely. I'm just making a test.
Working for you guys?
Yeah.
There it goes.
Yep, you rolled a 10.
Yeah, 6.
Is that under your... No, you wrote...
10, exactly. Sorry, 10 is exactly the quick.
Oh, okay. So you managed to grab that terrain. I'll bring it over to where your character is. So yeah, you take 1 less damage from all sources until you lose that tag.
Awesome.
And that tag will move with you even as you move around. Okay. And then we'll go to our next player. We'll go over to Tony. Tony, what are you up to?
I'm gonna go ahead and try to use the sword to slash at this thing.
Okay, give me a slash with that sword. Same as before, you're at close range, so you want to roll above a 9 but under your stat.
Okay.
That's a 16. That's a failure.
Yes.
So you, as you go to slash at this thing from behind, it turns around and you scratch like its snout, but you find that snout is actually made out of like stone. So you just kind of like scratch the surface of a stone, and it growls and howls at you, and it just kind of chills you to your core as you lose 1 resolve. And then do you want to take a maneuver?
I had a question, like with the weapon abilities, do you have to succeed for them to take place, or?
Well, it depends on the weapon ability. What does it say?
It says charge. If you move to a close area, entity suffers 1 resolve damage.
No, that automatically takes effect. So I will mark an additional resolve because it started off there. So you have a very intimidating, I guess, aura about you that does kind of freak out this dog a little bit.
And then I am, so I can't, for maneuver, I can move to like
so
the
from there
farther distance, or
you because of where you are, you're at rear. You can't move back, but you can move to either to the left or the right.
Okay. I guess I'll take cover.
Okay. Are you looking for elevated to increase the effectiveness of ranged attacks, or shelter to reduce damage incoming?
I'll do elevated.
Okay, no worries. So go ahead and roll strong as you try and vault on top of like a grave, like a larger grave. You're gonna succeed, so that's good. You vault on top, no problem. You have a much better vantage point at this this towering dog. Scarr, the dog, is snapping at the agent. Its jaws like growling, and like this black ichor kind of leaking from its mouth.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna check and see if this dog is a girl or a boy as I shove my knife in its undercarriage.
Absolutely.
I'm using a. I don't know if I have to do something to use an ability, or I just declare it.
You just declare it, and sometimes it's just automatic, depending on what it is.
Oh, you know what? I think it is automatic. So, all right. Let's see if I hit first. So I'm attacking with my knife. Looks like that uses quick.
Yep. Let's go ahead and roll quick for me.
And my quick is a 14.
That's a 15, unfortunately. Not a critical fail, but you do take 1 resolve damage as you go to scope it out, and it just like a pause, and it kind of grabs your coat and slashes through the fabric.
Just gonna rub your belly. Chill out.
You can still make a maneuver.
I'm gonna stay put.
Okay, no worries.
Get this done.
No worries. And then we go to Sean.
Let's see. I'm gonna try to shoot with my shotgun at close range. And since it is a sawn-off shotgun, roll with advantage when attacking from close.
Okay.
That works.
So you're going to roll with 2 die and take the better. Yeah. So you got 2 and a 5. Both are regular successes.
Okay, cool.
So you can go ahead and inflict resolve damage.
Yeah, it will take 2 resolve damage. And my special ability is knockback, send it stumbling. When you inflict resolve damage with the shotgun, you may reposition one hunter in close or remove 1 threat from your area.
Okay. Oh, yeah, actually, sorry. I do need to be placing threat. You just hit it, so
yeah.
You have gained threat. The agent and the experiment missed, and so they did not gain threat.
Okay.
Oh, but you also gain threat when you claim. Oh no, sorry. That's only if you fail. So you're good.
Okay. So I will just remove the threat from my area since I did resolve damage.
Okay. It is going to spend 2 threat on an interrupt action. So I can
Okay.
do this at the end of each of your turns if I so choose. I just wanted to be nice for the first round. It's going to snap and snarl. I'm gonna spend one threat, so he loses one. And he actually should have one more anyways. But he's gonna spend one threat. He's gonna target all hunters at close range. Oh, sorry, in one area.
No.
Sorry, my bad. He's gonna target the agent. And you need to roll strong. Target number is 8. You got critical success. So as it snaps and snarls, you manage to kind of boot it in the face there, Tony, and you actually deal 1 resolve damage back to it.
Nice.
But it is its turn.
I still have a maneuver, right?
Oh yes, you do have a maneuver.
Cool. I would like to go into cover, I guess. Take cover and go for sheltered.
Okay. So for sheltered, you're gonna roll quick to see if you can get there
Ooh.
fast enough.
That's actually my worst stat. That's gonna suck. Did I see a 7? No,
Oh.
way worse.
So when you fail on a take cover action, you can still take it. However, you will either gain 2 threat as you draw attention to yourself, or take 1 resolve damage.
I guess I'll take a resolve damage.
Okay. But you do gain the sheltered tag. So you will actually take 1 less. Or no, sorry. You still take the 1 resolve, and going forward, you would take 1 less.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah, my apologies. It is its turn. And so it is going to unleash its wild chains. And so both the priest and the agent need to roll quick,
Oh, okay.
as the chains around its neck kind of come up and lash out both in front and behind it.
You love that 15.
That was that was Tony that time. Okay.
Yeah. So is that 2 fails?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you will each gain a threat for free.
Yay.
And you will also take 2 resolve damage. Though you can reduce it by 1 if you're sheltered.
Okay. Yeah, my parents did always say I was sheltered and brought up. I'm like a rich kid.
What kind of damage?
It's 2 damage either way. So if you have resolve left, it's 2. Let me know when you are broken, which means you go down to 0 resolve.
Okay.
Because then I'll start doing wound damage and I will kill you. It will do. Okay, it's going to do a bounding leap. It leaps into the air and just kind of hangs for a moment. It's going to spend 2 threat to do this. It's going to target the experiment, and you're going to take 1 resolve there, and he's going to push you to the front. So as he leaps, you are repositioned to the front there.
Okay.
Experiment.
Okay.
And that is his turn. You guys go in any order you want, but last time we did start with who did we start?
Yeah,
We
I'm
start with the soldier.
totally down. Yeah, I'm gonna keep on attacking with that spear of mine. And
Okay.
keep hoping for the best.
Well, you're letting one down.
Here we go. Here we go. Come on, baby. Hey. I rolled a 19.
Okay, that's a fail.
Very bad.
So as you go to as you go to stab it, it steps onto your arm. You manage to pull it back in time without receiving too much damage. But take 1 resolve.
Got him.
You have the option to take a maneuver. Well, actually, you're sheltered, so you take no resolve damage.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yay.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to lay out threat at the end of my turn. He's going to place 2 threat in front. He's going to place 1 over by the soldier. My bad.
Okay. So I have a question about wording. So when an ability says in your area, is it talking about like this block that Scarr and I are in?
Yes.
Or just close in general?
No, it's talking about the area that you and Scarr are in, along with all that threat.
Okay, yeah, that's a lot of threat. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I have an ability that allows me to heal someone in my area. Scarr, are you wounded? Or like,
Nah.
do you have any resolve damage now? Okay.
Oh, I do have 1 resolve damage.
Okay, 1. It could be worse.
But never mind.
Yeah. You can heal resolve damage just by doing the guard maneuver as well.
Yeah, I saw that. Oh, I like that.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so someone else can go.
Yeah. So
I will use
the soldier.
focus.
Yeah.
Gain a focus.
Okay.
Yes, that's what my maneuver will be. I will focus on my next hit to gain advantage on my next hit.
Okay. It's going to do an interrupt action. It's going to spend 1 of the threat that it's placed on your square. Roll strong. There.
Yes, sir. Let's do it. Dash 1d20. Huzzah!
You successfully defend against the attack. So, as it goes to snap and snarl at you, you manage to just push its head aside and step out of the way.
Hell yeah!
And I don't know. We'll check in with the agent.
I'm gonna go ahead and use my pistol to shoot at it.
Okay. You're gonna roll with advantage because you're elevated.
Okay.
Oh,
and then
hell yeah.
My ability says if you move to a close area, would I have had to move the last turn to get that?
Yeah. You already moved on the first turn.
So the advantage is 2d20, right?
Yeah, you roll 2d20 and you pick which one you want to give to me. Its close defense is 9, so again, at or over 9 and under your stat is good.
I'll go ahead and go with the 12 then.
Well, no. So is that over under your stat?
That's over 9 under my stat.
Okay, that's a superior success. So you're gonna do. I just want to double check that I'm seeing this right. Apologies, we're going back and forth a bit on this one. Oh, learning the rules. You strike a vulnerable area. You inflict wound damage.
Ooh.
So you don't hit its resolve. You hit its wounds directly.
Nice.
And so do the right value on the weapon. So there's 2 numbers. It's it'll be like 1/3.
Parentheses. So it's going to be 1.
Okay, so you do 1 wound damage directly.
Yeah.
Okay. Really? Sorry, I'm gonna just very quickly take a look at that because that doesn't sound right to me. The agent for the yeah, I guess it is. Sorry, I just didn't know there was a weapon that did less wound damage than resolve, but I guess that makes sense. So you do 1 wound damage there, and it will not spend threat right now. No, yeah, it will. It will spend the threat that's on your square. But they will also, you gain a threat because you were there, so it's just going to leave you with 1. Or because you attacked it and hit it. So you also need to roll strong. Is that under your strong stat?
That is over my strong stat.
Okay. Okay, so you are gonna take 2 resolve damage as it grabs like your leg or like your pant leg and kind of pulls you to the ground and starts to drag you. You manage to get out of its grip. You're not pinned or anything, but you take 2 resolve damage.
Okay. Then from my maneuver, I will guard.
Okay. Yes. Go ahead and gain back. I think it's 2 resolve for guarding. And we'll go to the Shans. Who are you guys?
Sure, I'll go. I will do 2 maneuvers instead of a maneuver and an attack.
Okay.
My first one will be to guard, and my book tells me that when I guard, an ally in my area restores 1 resolve. So, Scarr, you get your resolve back. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So,
yeah.
Feels good using a pencil and paper again, dude. I don't know when the last time this was.
Right. Yeah, and then I will reload my my shotgun as a maneuver.
Nice. What's the capacity on the shotgun?
It doesn't have a capacity. It is just when you have the shotgun empty, you have to reload it, and when it's in its loaded state, if you take an attack, it's then empty.
Yeah.
So,
It's a 1 blast.
Yeah, it's 1 blast. Also, the Experiments pistol is also only 1 blast, but the other pistol is 3. So
okay.
Okay. Do I want to do that now? Yeah. He's gonna lash out. So both the Experiment and the Priest, he's gonna spend 1 threat to snap and snarl at the 2 of you as he just kind of whips around and starts to bare his teeth at you. So both of you roll strong.
Okay, that's not a good roll. A natural 1, which is
not bad.
Yeah.
very below my
That's
stat.
Yeah. Natural 1 is good.
Nice.
The Experiment is the other one that needs to roll. We got a roll from the agent. I don't know if that matters. Okay. Same deal. So you managed to kind of get out of the way and like maybe push its head, but unfortunately you push it right onto the Experiment, who's going to take 2 resolve damage. And yeah, this dog goes, but the Experiment is your turn. You're muted as well, Scarr.
Thank you. Yeah, let's see if I can get this. I'm gonna try to stab it again.
Okay.
Really need to get the stab in.
All right. Give me that stab.
Looking for a quick of 14. Whammy.
You got it. You got a superior success, so you can do the wound damage directly to it as you kind of like reach underneath its jaw and shove the knife in. So
that is three wound damage then.
Yep.
And it is bleeding now. It gets a bleed token.
Yep.
And I have rivers of blood. So while he's bleeding, it suffers 2 resolve damage at the end of its turn until it's not.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I got double
My
check.
boy.
Does it say on the bleeding status what I got how bleeding ends?
If you flip the bleed token, and if you get
okay, so I'll have you roll like a D2 when we get there. Okay.
And as my maneuver, I'm gonna go to ranged.
There you go. All right. It's gonna spend another threat and snap at the priest. So go ahead and roll strong again.
How dare you target God's chosen?
You're like a swine priest.
It says at the start of the entity's turn, so I'll roll that now, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah, it might be a swine priest, but the pig god is still a pig god.
Yeah. So in my head, I had it as one is it's not bleeding, so it will continue to bleed. And so it takes 2 resolve damage. You said, right?
Yeah, at the end of its turn, yes.
Okay. And it will attack. It is going. Okay, you guys have spread out pretty well, so that's good. It is gonna go after the only person that's. Yeah, it's going to reposition the agent to the front. It's going to spend 2 threats, so it accumulates 4 and it spends 2, so I'm going to accumulate 2 that I'll spend at the end of this turn. And you, the agent, you are still on the elevated, but it has moved around so that you are at the front now, and it's going to place its last 2 remaining threat there. And it's going to grab and shake. It's going to grab the priest.
God damn it.
So roll
I haven't even
hard.
heard it this turn.
Normal, typical Sean luck inbound.
Well, no, so the game encourages me to go hard and be as tactical as you ought to be.
That's fine. Easy.
Yeah.
My heart is 11.
Okay.
So
so it's a regular success. You are fortunate. Because that one would have been really bad. He would have grabbed you and used you to beat up the agent.
Oh,
Cool. Really cool ability that I don't get to use because you succeeded on your roll, you dick.
yeah, I'm sorry.
But yeah, you feel like its teeth like kind of grab onto your waist, and you manage to like just endure it long enough to kind of pull yourself out. You don't take any damage. But you do. I'm maxed out on threat. I don't have any threat to spend, so you're fortunate there. That is the end of its turn.
All right, so now it will take the 2 resolve.
Yes, and I've actually already marked that down. I will give you a peek behind the screen. It is 1 step away from being broken.
Nice.
Yay!
Which means that you will start doing directly wound damage to it.
That's what I want to start
Sexy.
doing. Because of my pierce.
Yeah, so in theory, you could let someone go ahead of you to do that last resolve damage.
Yeah, somebody do that so I can pierce the shit out of him.
Yeah.
I'll shoot it. I'll
Yeah.
shoot the motherfucker.
Shoot it,
the
shoot it, shoot
motherfucker.
it. I've got advantage. I'm gonna fucking
So
totally
I
pierce
think
this bitch.
one of us should probably go first, myself or Tony, just because we're like on a high threat tile. And there's
Probably,
2
yeah.
of us. So I'm just saying, it feels like a good idea.
Well, that is the other thing, is it gets to spend threat at the end of each of your turns to attack that square.
Oh, yeah.
So we don't want to do
Does,
that.
I should probably get out of there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty good on resolve right now. So Tony, if you want to jump out,
Yeah. I would say, does the monster moving me count as me moving too close?
It does not.
Okay.
It does not. I will be nice because I think it's when you move from range to close. Is the idea, but I'll be nice and say that as long as you move between things, though if you move, you're leaving the elevated tile behind.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm also actually pretty good on resolve.
oh, okay. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I'll fucking dip out of this area. I will move 1
Okay.
over here. And then I will shoot.
Fire with the shotgun.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go looking for 14.
Target number. Okay. You do not get a spear success, but you get a regular success. So go ahead and apply your resolve damage. And what's the total on the resolve damage? Let me know.
2 resolve damage.
Okay. So you do 1 resolve damage and 1 wound damage because it has broken. And as you shoot, its collar comes undone and like maggots start pouring out of where this collar was like way too tight and it like hung. And as an immediate action, it's going to reposition you in front as it chases you down.
Cool. Okay, well,
You're it.
Yeah, you're hit. Tag, you're it.
yeah, sweet boys. I'm gonna reduce its threat by 1 because my ability for when I do resolve damages will at least make this a little bit less dangerous.
No worries.
Alright,
Yeah.
something else.
And yeah, so it did an immediate action as a result of being broken. I'm not going to spend more threat right now.
Okay.
So yeah, who wants to go next?
I'm ready.
I'd like to do a support thing real quick.
Absolutely.
I would like to. I'm trying to find the correct term, but I read earlier. Use my maneuver to move the priest.
Okay. Yes, you can shift the priest. So like you kind of like reach up and pull him back with you, or you can push him to another tile.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull him out of the threat zone. I don't think you have any range, but you said we need to be tactical. He's clearly being targeted, so can I put him over here?
Yeah.
Actually, no. Let's just get you the fuck out of there. Let's put you at range for a sec. You can move back if you really
Right.
want.
He does have a shotgun. So that's the priest special ability.
Okay.
Is he's effective at ranged and close. I think he's just more effective at close.
Right.
And does that just consume my maneuver?
That consumes your maneuver, so you could still fire at range.
Okay, I can't use my ranged ability then, but I will still try to shoot. This is an 11.
You
Come on.
get it?
Ooh, there we go.
Is it rolling for y'all? It's not rolling for me.
It took a sec.
It rolled 3 times. You rolled a 2, an 18, and a 6, but we'll take the 2.
Cool.
Because that was
All right, that is a 3-3. So either way,
Yep. Okay, so you do 3, 2, 3. So your gun, if I remember the description, is like handmade and just kind of fires like lumps of lead.
it's a hand cannon, homemade hand cannon.
Yeah, so it fires off and it's just like this loud clunking noise as it like breaks through the side of its skull. Again, maggots are pouring forth where its organs and its brain should be. And it like opens its maw and screams. It is going to, as an immediate action,
Pull the priest.
it is going to kind of like lunge out past the agent, and it's going to attack the man that just shot it, which also will target the priest. Actually, it cannot do that. It cannot do that because there's no threat on your square.
Hell yeah.
There is, because no, I don't have any threat to spend. So no, you're right. So I'm gonna
Oh
spend.
hell yeah! All part of the plan.
Yeah.
I'm gonna spend
Tactical.
1 threat here to attack the agent instead. So go ahead and give me a strong. And that is a
Way
fail.
over.
So it is going to do 2 resolve damage, and let me know if that bleeds over into your wounds at all.
It has no-
As it nearly tears off your face, though you managed to duck out of the way just in time. Spilling maggots onto you as they've leaped out of his head. Next person can go.
All right, so I'm gonna use that spear, and I'm going for that classic pierce, and I roll with
Okay.
advantage this time.
There you go.
Here we go. Come on, sweet baby Jesus.
Yep, you get it, and you actually critical. And so
Yeah,
let's very
hell yeah.
quickly take a look at what criticals do.
Deal wound damage +2
All right.
and place 1 threat. So
just give me the number because I'm
3.
kind of curious how much.
So
it is.
it's 3 normally, plus
you do-
1, so 4, plus 2, so 6.
Okay. Yeah, it's definitely dead. So go
Hell yeah.
describe as you kill this
Nice.
thing.
So as I noticed where the chain came out and all these maggots kept coming out, and then the brain started coming out, and I was like, oh, well, that's a classic spot. And immediately go right into that neck kind of head area where all the maggots keep coming out, trying to get more maggots out, and just keep stabbing away looking for more maggots, and the maggots keep flowing out.
Okay. And as it does, the maggots kind of like burst forth and they land upon all of you, anointing
Yes.
you in this blood. You will restore
Hell
all
yeah.
health.
Yeah, I love
Um,
maggot blood.
The,
love
the
maggots.
maggots burrow deep within you, unlocking more abilities as long as you are within these hollows. The seed
nice.
of malignance inside of you hums in pleasure.
Ooh.
You guys can select an additional ability on each of your weapons.
Fuck yeah.
Nice. That little pierce was pretty good.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, it is actually only 1 health away from being dead. I just wanted to know how much damage you could do.
6.
No worries.
I was ready. Damn it.
Ignore how awful this looks because I had to take a picture of the book because I could not find this picture anywhere. And the PDF was not copying in a way that was pleasant to look at. So, you are all over here in the graveyard. The doors lie closed in front of you. Though, just for a bit of flavor, as you pierce it, you kind of feel this was the graveyard keeper. I'm an overworked man, like over 60 years ago, when the village was suffering great losses. Overworked and starving himself, he resorted to beginning to eat the dead that he swore to protect in his working life, breaking the one vow that he held dear to himself. You learn that about him as you kill him. And you guys are standing outside of the priory. At this point in time, exploration mode is what we've entered. So there's kind of 2 modes. There's exploration mode and there's the hunt. You guys have just completed your first hunt. And now you are free to explore. You guys can move forward and go into the rooms that you know are there. You guys can also look around for loot if that's something you're interested in.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm a loot goblin.
So roll sharp or wit.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna go with sharp for me. I succeed.
Okay. You find brittle riches. So in the mausoleum where this dog came forth, you see a pile of like chalices embedded with gold, and as you touch it, it threatens to break. This item is a forgotten gold chalice that turns to ash when touched. 1 use. While in close as an immediate action in response to a target being declared, you may cancel 1 entity attack. Ooh. The attack has no effect but still occurs at any cost. So you can basically waste me spending threat.
Cool. I will definitely do that one time.
Did anyone else succeed on wits or sharp roll?
Yes.
Okay. There's only 1 more item to find out here. So
Perfect. I failed.
okay. So the experiment, you find Up in one of the trees caught in a branch, you find beautiful silks. Once the height of fashion, now best for binding wounds. One use. As a use action, you may restore 2 wounds to an ally in your area.
Aw.
Okay.
Yeah. And this is like silk, golden embroidered finery. Something.
Priest, you have an ability to pull people to you, right?
I have an ability to move people. So when you inflict resolve damage with a shotgun, you may reposition one hunter in close or remove one threat.
Yeah.
I'm going to give this to you because that gives you 2 opportunities to move someone to you.
Okay, Aaron, can you restate what that does?
So basically, it's a one-time use item. You can use it as a bandage to heal 2 wounds. So it's a use action. So if you just use one of your maneuvers, you can heal 2 wounds to anyone in your area.
By anyone.
Hey, you can heal the
Use me.
monster if you want.
Oh, poor buddy's all beaten up and shit. We can fix that.
And just to keep things moving, just so we make sure we have time, you guys approach the front doors of the priory. These large ornate doors. Normally they would be adorned with images of the pig god himself, the swine-headed god. Though this one it has like a broken jaw and blood pouring forth from its mouth and gold coins embedded where its eyes should be. You go to pull open the door, but it's locked. It's a good thing a man with leprosy gave you a key.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah.
I'll use the key to open it.
Yeah. You see that there's no lock on the door, but you go to pull out the key and it kind of like a keyblade. You have that moment where your hand is like forced into the door and the key turns into a door like handle and you open it.
Oh.
And then the key just returns back to your hand. You are free to keep it in your pocket.
Yeah, I'll keep it in my pocket.
Yeah. Though as the creaking of the door happens, you hear like the ominous sound of thunder off in the distance, and like you hear like the sound of like a skittering insect retreating just out of sight as the light from your lanterns kind of illuminate the area.
Wait.
And mechanically what just happened is when you meet certain thresholds or when certain bad things happen to you, you accumulate what's called doom.
Oh.
If you fuck around too long, you're going to accumulate enough doom that stuff's going to come and find you.
Oh.
Fuck around, find out.
Every time.
One doom?
No, you just gain 3.
Oh.
Every time you enter this room, you will gain 3 doom. I'm telling you now.
Okay, cool.
And I will also tell you this is where you will go when you die.
Oh, sweet.
As long as you're in the hollow. Once you kill the hollow, you can go and die somewhere else.
Just like real life.
Yes.
If only.
So you have entered the sanctum. Buried within the walls of the priory is the sanctum, the paradimensional foxhole that Varric the occultist who pulled the hunters into the hollow was holed up inside. The sanctum is cramped, wood-paneled room with mold on the walls and flagstone flooring. Several pews have been dragged together to form a sort of makeshift bed against one wall. This space, as disgusting and kind of unpleasant as it is, does offer you a sense of respite. You, being experienced hunters, would know that you are relatively safe as long as you stay here. But of course, the hollow will not kill itself.
So what is the purpose of like this area of respite mechanically?
You can swap out core abilities or not core abilities, but you can swap out additional abilities in your weapons.
Okay.
Anytime you die or anytime you're in this room. And again, when you die, you will come here. This is actually like, if this is like a paradimensional space. So when you open the door, you entered into this room. When you exit this room, you will come out the other side of where that door actually led. So you'll see on the map, it just says graveyard, then cloisters. This is like a paradimensional space that kind of lies in between the two.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna trade out my book ability for a new one.
Okay.
Give that a shot.
I do have a question. What is a terrain tag?
So when you go to take cover as a maneuver, in the main game, there's going to be more than two kinds. In this quick start, there's only two. There's elevated and sheltered. And that's what the elevated gives you advantage on ranged attacks, and the sheltered reduces incoming damage by 1. And
Okay.
when you claim it, the only way you can lose it is if I spend threat and they have an ability that allows them to shift you, as in like they throw you away or they pull you closer.
Okay, so when it says I can claim a terrain tag, I just declare if I'm elevated or in cover.
Yeah, you roll to see if you get it, and then so you roll, and then if you fail that roll, you have the option to forego taking it, because you will either gain threat or take damage if you fail the roll. And so,
okay, well, I mean, I don't. This ability says that I just get to claim one.
yeah. So you get,
That's cool.
you don't have to risk making that roll. So you just get.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I was about to say, this ability sucks.
And then I got a question for you. What's up with the ready? A lot of my guy in the armor section talks about be ready.
Yes. So the noble, anyone who uses armor, ready is a mechanic that's specific to the armor weapon. So your abilities, basically you have an additional maneuver that you can declare yourself ready or not. Like, you can make yourself ready by spending a maneuver.
Okay.
And then you can expend a use of ready to do X and X ability, or there's a couple abilities that, as long as you are ready, you have additional effects.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah. So it's kind of like with the gun, is it loaded or not? In this case, you prepared to take a blow or not.
Oh, wow. Cool.
You can also do damage with the armor. So
yeah, that's what it looked like. Yeah.
You roll hard and you do damage with the armor. So feel free to describe how it looks.
Cool. I hug them a lot.
Yeah. Spiked armor is a bitch, man. As you step through the opposite doorway, it just kind of fades out of view as you walk into the cloisters. The people trapped here have erected a makeshift farm in the outdoor space between buildings, but it's hard going. Tatty-looking potato and turnip plants poke through the thin and gritty soil in clumps. Furniture taken from inside the temple have been converted into shelters and barricades. Smoldering devotional candelabras teeter precariously atop piles of wardrobes, pews, and moth-eaten chaise lounges. The entire thing's a death trap, but they've held out till now. And what is basically here is these cloisters, this, like if you were to look to your character's right as you entered through the door, the wall has caved in. And so this would have been like kind of like the entryway before you actually got into like where they would go to have the altar and pray. Which is what a wormery is. If you worship the swine god, you do not worship at a traditional pew, you worship in a wormery. But here, it seems that there are people that have like built up like these barricades, and they have tried to make like a farm here, protecting themselves from the effects of the hollow. And in fact, You see at the center of the cloister is a shrine covered in images of the dead, painstakingly drawn in charcoal by careful shaking hands. On this shrine is a pile of ashes. The ashes speak. The ashes themselves whisper to you accusations of sins that you've committed. Might say to the priest about how you have forgone your flock in order to cavort. It might say to the experiment dark secrets of the people that were inserted inside of you. But it speaks to you directly, accusing you of crimes that you have in fact committed and you know it. Dancing, or well, not dancing, praying around this is a congregation of people. It's only about a half a dozen people, but they lie in worship and prayer. They're on their knees and like their hands are outstretched as if they're trying to get a hold of the ashes, and yet if they stood they could just simply grab it, but they won't. And so their hands bloodied and raw from trying to grip at this stone, blood just kind of smearing along this pillar that the ashes stand upon. What would you like to do?
Everyone's like,
I'm scared. My mom's calling.
Make sure my shotgun is loaded.
I'm gonna get ready to hug some people with my armor.
This place sucks.
Yeah. You would know that the accusing ashes, hollows are a strange place and relics take very strange forms, but things like this are usually objects of power within the hollows.
So if we snort the ash,
Superpowers.
Become.
We become
Something
hollow. So with like a object of power, would we know like we have to destroy it, or we can take it and use it?
You can take it and use it. It's a relic.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Much like the ones you found outside.
Okay.
Yeah, let's slaughter our way to this relic.
Yeah, you are welcome to do that. You I will just let you know you have other options if you want to try and talk to them or anything. But slaughter is just as good. These people are wretches.
Oh, okay.
They've been surviving so long. At the
Maybe
same
it's time
time,
to help end
The
them.
description of this congregation is as follows: a pathetic rabble, the tatters of the congregation.
I think we should intimidate them. Tell them to get the fuck out of our way. Just take it.
Yeah. Roll hard.
I'm not that hard, dude.
No,
So,
but
as he mentioned that, yeah, I'm gonna step up because I'm in a full set of armor. I've got this big old gun that has the spear at the end, and I come behind him and I'm more intimidating than him.
Yeah.
And try to intimidate them.
and
I see what he was
absolutely.
wanting to do.
And roll with
I try.
advantage because I'm assuming someone will help, or just the fact that you have multiple people with you is going to help. And so
I've
you
got a
can
pretty
roll with
nasty
it.
hard.
So you want to roll under hard. The target number is 7.
Cool. I'd make my hard, which is 14.
Okay, you make your hard. Is it meet or beat, or is it beat? That's do you beat your meat? That's the question.
I meet the 14.
You beat your meat with your hard on.
Yeah, I beat my meat with my hard on. Shit, that was hard.
Oh, equal the stat as a critical success. These
right.
people,
Hell yeah.
one of the people gets a little brave. And they go to try and stop you. Their hand grips your wrist. What are you going to do about that? noting that you
My
critically
arm-
succeed.
My armor, I grab the wrist and go for a really intense hug and just try to hug them to death.
And you
Because they
do.
never felt love before.
You do. This man sighs like a sigh of relief. It's like almost like he's getting off on it sexually.
Good.
As he does, though the
know.
other people know better than to interfere as you grab the accusing ashes. You hold it in your hand and it tells you that you're a coward and that many of your brothers have died because of your cowardice. But
Ouch, that's true.
you know that if you were to throw this at an entity, it's one use. As a use action, from close, you can reduce one of the entity's defenses by 2.
Nice.
So you can make the target
I've got some
number
ash.
easier to hit. There is not much else going on here, though. As you take the accusing ashes away, there's like these wails as these people sob and like throw tantrums on the floor behind you. You see that there's a set of stairs to the left. You see red threads kind of lining like the walls, like in these intricate webs. Some of them are hanging down. You could navigate it easily, but you might have to duck if you don't want to touch the thread. You also see that there's another door ahead of you.
We want to go upstairs.
I was thinking upstairs.
Yeah,
Let's go.
let's
Down.
try not to hit the threads. So I'm just gonna
Okay.
duck down.
Okay, so give me 1 second there. You guys walk these narrow threads. So as you start to walk up the stairs, these threads more and more so, like cover the stairway. Bolts of material hang from the rafters, stiff from sharp needles, stiff with sharp needles connected by red threads. If you will want to make this roll, I'm just going to tell you now. Either sharp or strong to find or make
Definitely.
path through the hanging cloth.
So does one
Definitely
person make
sharp
this?
for me.
Well, one person's kind of going to be the representative of the role. And
See,
All right, that's a
There
success.
they are.
you
They did
succeed.
it.
You kind of lead them through. And as you go along, and you kind of like, you know that hollows are dangerous and that nothing is here by accident, and you know better than to fall for any trap, and so you just kind of start to navigate and avoid touching the strings or the fabric attached to it. You feel like the hairs at the back of your neck bristle as you pass by like a lovely silk dress. And as you go to turn around, just out of the corner of your eye, it looks like the dress was trying to grab you by the back of the throat.
Ooh, kind of sexy.
Oh yeah, haunted murder. I like it. Yeah.
You get upstairs. You see what looks like a loom and like a seamstress workshop. Silks, bolts of linen, and sheets of fine lace hang from the ceiling. They do little to absorb the noise of the clattering, grinding textile machinery that rattles away. You look above you and you see that there's like these automated, newfangled tailoring machines that are just rattling. You see more of this red thread everywhere, arranged like a spider's web, covering every surface, the ceiling, the walls, the floor, as you enter this room. Great piles of dye reach as high as the rafters, saffron, yellow, rich purple, and boreal green, and man-sized spindles of crimson red thread blur with the speed of their ceaseless rotation as these machines continue to make noise. As you look up towards the ceiling, you see dropping towards you a character that we will call the Tailor. Looks a little something like this.
Hell yeah.
Oh, it's gnarly.
Yes, the art in this is phenomenal. Yes.
Goes
And,
towards the priest, right?
We are entering into combat. So everyone go ahead
damn.
and roll sharp for me, please.
Nice.
God
That's a fail.
damn it. It's a fail for me as well.
Okay.
No, I meet it exactly.
Oh, that is a
Sick.
Okay, you critically succeed, which means that
Yay.
you can reposition somebody from where I put them, so you can move them one slot.
Yay. Okay, cool.
As you kind of catch them. So who all failed? The priest and the experiment failed. You guys are going to be right up front. Anyone who
Nice.
passed can position themselves where they want.
I'm gonna go to the flank as always. I'm a flanky boy. Which one of you? I mean, I kind of want to leave the priest in the middle. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, I'm good in the middle, actually. It's right where I want to be.
The experiment. Do you want to go anywhere?
No.
Okay, the priest. Do you want to go anywhere?
No, I'm good.
Okay, never mind. Everybody's good. Fine.
Sorry.
Assholes.
Yeah, you realize you're
You-
quick enough. It's just that they're kind of where they need to be. You understand. You guys have worked together long enough. You guys have pretty good understanding of each other's tactics.
Yeah.
You guys, in terms of terrain, you see walkways, offices, rigging machinery, and moldering bolts of red cloth, giving you access to 3 elevated and 3 sheltered tokens. Okay. Once those are claimed, they are in that spot, and they don't move. Or basically, there's not more of them.
Mm-hmm. I'll take a sheltered.
On your turn, you will.
Oh, I am first.
Remember, you have to roll, and bad things can happen.
Okay. And I just want to double check. Did anyone roll higher than a 9? But
Yes.
below their
Yeah.
stat?
No.
Then the tailor will act before you.
Oh.
She's gonna make us some.
Wait, did you
clothes,
say
dude?
if we rolled below a 9?
You have to roll above a 9, but below your stat.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Mine is 8, the stat.
Oh, wait. You rolled the stat, right?
Yeah,
So
I rolled
you
the stat.
you go first.
Yeah, I was like, wait, I think I go first.
Yes, you go first.
Stop lying.
Yes. I apologize.
It's okay. Could I go with the classic spear attack?
Absolutely, you
With a
can.
Star.
Go ahead and make that spear attack.
Let's see what's up. Come on, big boy.
Its
Highway.
close target number is 10. Is that below your stat?
No, my strong is 12. And then, so I miss on my spear.
That is correct. You
Does
are
anything
going.
fun happen?
Yes. You are going to take 1 resolve damage as
Got
a
it.
result of that. Her movements are fast, and she's like skittering kind of right towards the 2 people that failed their rolls. And position right in front of her. And as you go to reach out
Question.
with your spear, a loom kind of like extends and breaks, and like shards of like broken metal fly at your face. You manage to put your cloak or your armor up, so you're not harmed
Yeah.
physically, but it is shocking enough that you take resolve damage.
And then for the ready, so you're saying I can use my armor to attack for the ready?
Yes, I believe you start as ready.
Yeah, so I would like to use my armor.
Oh no, sorry. You attack with one or the other.
So it's like you attack or you use your ready.
No. You either attack with your spear or your armor.
Because I was saying, like, what is it to then if you are ready?
Yeah,
you
if
use
you're
when you're
not
ready?
ready, you can't attack with your armor.
Okay, so if you're ready, you can attack with your armor if you feel like it.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and then if you look at the other abilities, some of them do really cool things if you are ready, quote unquote.
Yes.
Yeah.
To help my teammates.
Yes.
Could I use my maneuver to take cover and go for the sheltered?
Yep, absolutely. So go ahead
Awesome.
and roll quick as you try to take shelter behind a piece of broken sheet.
Perfect. Ooh, did not work.
So you have the option of taking 1 resolve damage, adding 2 threat to that square as you draw its attention, or forgoing the sheltered condition.
I'm down to take it and take some threat.
Okay, I'll take some threat. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me drop that on your sheet or on that square there.
I'm not scared. You're scared.
Just ignore the shaking in my boots. It's fine. I'm just really excited, okay?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I will just say it's a very good thing you went up here as now as opposed to later. This thing gets more powerful the longer you take to get there.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what? I'm scared now.
It will, as a result of you ending your turn, it is going to spend one of those threat you just gave it, and it launches out like a red thread that pierces right through your leg. It slides in and out. It doesn't even hurt. You are marked with 1 curse.
So was that like an interrupt?
That is an interrupt action.
It takes 1 resolve damage
Oh.
as my book just flares up and lashes out with some kind of holy power.
Oh my. Actually, you get to roll hard to avoid that, but it will still take 1 resolve damage there. So you can roll hard to resist having this puncture your armor, I suppose.
Right.
TN is 6, so you want to roll under your stat and above a 6.
And what was this one for again? What's the stat?
Well, it's going to apply a condition called curse, but you critically succeed, and
Hell yeah.
as this goes to get in, it deflects off your armor, and you instinctually kind of slash at the thread with your spear or the end of your bayonet, and it cuts the thread, and you see blood kind of ooze out as the thread retreats back to her body.
Ooh.
And that is the soldier's turn. Who would like to go next?
Perfect. Thank you.
I can try to stab it with my sword.
Absolutely.
Somebody else wants to jump in.
No, you're good to go.
Yeah, I don't think I can yet until she goes.
Oh, you didn't critically fail, did you?
What was that?
No, I did. No, it's okay. You guys will all go before. It's kind of like Mark Borg rules. It's you then it.
Gotcha.
Okay.
But yes. What'd you roll there? You were attacking with the sword.
5, so that's under my quick.
Yeah. So that's a success, a regular success. It's close is a 10, so you would want to roll above a 10 if you
Okay.
wanted superior success. So you can do resolve damage.
2 resolve and 1 resolve for my charge ability.
Oh, so what does the charge ability say?
But if you move to a close area, entity suffers 1 resolve damage.
Ah, yes. Yeah, you charge in, and you lash at it with the sword. So it right off the bat takes 3 more resolve damage.
With my maneuver, get the hell away from this thing.
All right. There is 1 threat going on to the area where you just were. That's right, where you just were, not where you are. And it is going to spend the other threat it laid down to once again use an interrupt action. And it is going to attempt to puncture the soldier once again. So go ahead and roll hard.
Sir. Oh yeah.
And
I'm good.
you got a superior success in this instance, and so you're going to do 1 resolve damage to it as well.
And then it takes another resolve damage for doing an interrupt ability again.
Oh, I didn't know that was
Damn.
multiple times per turn.
It's whenever it does it, as long as I'm close.
But that's a tactics
my
thing,
boy.
right? Like now
Yeah.
the creature's learning because I'm just learning.
Right, yeah.
Oh shit. I'm scared now. Thank you though.
No worries. So go ahead, Scarr or Sean, have at her. Unless you critically fail, all the hunters go in a row. If you critically fail, you forgo your first turn.
Ooh. Scarr, you are muted. You're talking.
God. All right, sorry, I'm gonna keep doing that. Try to mask my coughing. Yeah, I'll just quickly try to stab it again.
Absolutely, get in there with that knife.
Right.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Highway.
Yeah. So as you go to stab her, like she kind of twists her arm, one of her arms, in like an unnatural position. You see that the tips of her fingers are like scissors, and fortunately she doesn't cut you, but you feel like the rusty blade just kind of cut across your cheek as she moves with like preternatural speed. Take 1 result.
My night.
She will not. She will not use an interrupt action. And
Yeah, I'm staying put.
Instead,
So yeah, that's it
it'll
for me.
go to the priest.
Okay. Well, I guess I will shoot her with my shotgun. So I've got to use me sharp, which is 14. And I have advantage. 14.
That's a critical success. So you're going to do wound damage, and you're going to do an additional 2 wound damage.
Okay. So I have an ability that says solid shot. When you make an attack with the shotgun, you may use the following damage profile of 1/3. So is that
Right.
3 wound damage plus 2?
That is 3 wound damage plus 2. So
Damn.
5 total. As it's distracted trying to harry the experiment, you manage to get that shotgun like in past some of its mechanical bits, and you just shoot her straight through the heart.
Oh shit.
Blood and thread explode all over your face, covering you in fabric and viscera.
Sweet.
Very
Oh.
nice.
Very, very nice. Are you doing a maneuver?
Yeah, I will go for cover. I'm going to go back for sheltered.
Okay, roll quick.
Ooh, right. I'm really bad at that. But it's okay.
Ooh,
Let's
yes,
see.
sir.
You managed
Very
to
nice.
probably because you just shot it with a gun. It recoils, and while you do, you kind of hide behind like a loom, as it like chugs away, spinning this thread. It is its turn though.
Sweet, sweet.
It's going to gain 4 threat at the start of its turn. And it is going to lay it out.
There should be one threat on me for damaging it, right?
Yes. That is correct. So there's one in
life.
It is going to lay out an additional one there. It knows that you're back there, soldier, and you hit it before.
Yeah, I was like, I think I still had one.
It is going to shift this one one further back, and it is going to lay the last one. It's gonna save 2. It's gonna save 2 grand to spend. Attacks. It is going to attack the front. It's going to target all hunters in any area. Roll hard. Target number is 6.
Okay. Nope.
Why am I the soldier?
Yeah, you're not the soldier. I'm the
Yeah.
soldier.
I
I
know.
think it changes depending on which token you have clicked.
Yeah. I don't know who rolled that.
I rolled the 18.
Okay. The
Okay.
8 is my hard.
Ooh, nice.
Okay, so you
Hell
critically
yeah.
succeed. So you're going to do Sorry, I'm going back to the rules because I want to make sure I say it right. Because this is hard enough. You suffer no damage.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I was going
My
easy
favorite
on the
kind of
last time.
damage.
If you fail, you take wound damage. So speaking of, someone failed.
Yeah.
Oh no.
His name is
so-
Priest.
You are going
His
to
name is
acquire
Priest.
1 curse there, Mr. Priest, as one of these threads. Like it's like an explosion of threads as she like opens her maw and just like threads start launching out.
Okay.
Attached to these thin needles. Several of them pierce your face. The string is currently slack. But you are riddled and you will take 3 wound damage.
Ooh.
Okay. But because I'm sheltered, it's only 2.
Yes.
Nice.
And
And then I have 1 curse.
yes.
Okay.
And you don't take any resolve damage, so you're okay. It will do a maneuver. It is going to move up to 3 fret to an area. So like you see more of these threads kind of start to like snake out from underneath the machines attached to her back, looking like a spider's thorax as she moves more thread over here.
Oh shit.
That's not good.
And that is her turn.
Nice.
Oh, she can move up to 3 fret. Doesn't it from this area? She's moving it all there.
Oh wow.
Damn.
Tony. Tony.
I wonder
please.
who's being focused.
Run, bro, run.
You think you can escape by being further away? You cannot. But yeah, it is the hunter's turn. Last time we started with the soldier. If you want to go again,
Yeah, let's do it. At the start, I will use my stoic. At the start of my turn, while you are ready, I will restore 1 resolve.
okay.
That is cute. That is my armor abilities. And then I will do a classic spear attack.
All right. Give me that spirit
Just the
attack.
old spear tag.
Come on, spear attack. Come on, spear attack.
So
Yes,
that is a
sir.
regular success. So you that's 1 resolve damage, right?
No, 2 for me.
2. You have
Yes,
broken
sir.
it. So
Yes.
you managed to get this spear in, and you pierce the machine in behind her, and oil starts to leak over her skin. She looks particularly flammable.
Ooh.
Ooh, very nice.
However,
Oh.
a dozen spindles burst to life and tendrils streak with vengeance. Make a puncture attack against all hunters.
Thank you.
Everybody needs to roll hard. TN6.
Okay.
Should we do it one at a time so we can make sure everybody knows their role? Because it all says the soldier.
Yeah. So agent,
Okay.
you will acquire 1 curse and take 1 resolve damage. And who was that? The experiment, is that under your hard?
No.
You
fail.
will take 2 wound damage and acquire 1 curse.
That is under my hard.
That is under your hard. You take and above, so you take no damage. Yeah.
Yes.
Priest, you would take 1 resolve damage.
Okey-doke.
Sorry, I'm
Was
learning.
that what is that ability called? An
That was
interrupt
not
ability?
an interrupt. So
Okay.
that happens automatically when you deplete its resolve.
Mm-hmm. And then for my last movement, I would like to just do a guard and get rid of that last resolve damage.
Okay.
Restore it.
Wait, do you have an additional maneuver?
I didn't use a maneuver yet. I attacked and then that thing
But
happened.
no, you
remember?
did the thing, the stoic.
Uh,
Oh no,
that
so
is-
that's just a
no, that's
passive
just
ability.
At
Yeah,
the
that's
start
right.
of your turn, yeah. It's as long as I'm ready.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So you're good to go. So soldier has done some good work here today. So what is everyone else gonna do?
I'd like to shoot it. Because I did not appreciate those threads stabbing me in the chest.
Okay.
Because I moved to range, I gain a +2 to sharp until the start of my next turn.
Okay. So you roll a regular success. You can do resolve damage. Now it will automatically go to wound damage because it has no resolve left.
That will be 2.
Okay. All right. This thing, the machines are starting to rumble and shake as oil spills everywhere. It looks very close to the verge of death. However, it will spend 1 threat on your square to attempt another puncture attack. So go ahead and roll hard there. Tony, yeah. You beat its
Yes,
target
under.
number. Is that below your stat?
Yes.
Okay. So you take no damage.
Nice.
And it will spend 1 more threat to move you and the threat forward 1 step. So add these threads that have pierced through all of your clothing, pull you closer. Because you had 1 curse on you, right?
Yes.
So it does take another resolve damage.
Which it does not have any resolve to take damage in. And so in that ability does not go to wounds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's weird. There's a wording thing with it. I had to look at
Sure.
that.
No
It's
worries.
like, is this going to kill me? But no, it will not.
And do I still get my maneuver?
Yes.
Get the fuck out of there.
Smart.
That is a very smart thing. Okay. And that is your turn. We have the priest and we have the experiment.
What's your experiment? Do you want to go?
Oh, I went before you last time.
Okay. We will reload our shotgun and shoot again.
Okay. Go ahead and fire at this thing. So that's going to be a success, I'm assuming, but not a superior one.
Okay.
How much damage do you do? Do you do more than 1 damage?
Yes. I do more than 1 damage.
Yes. As you pierce through it, it screams. This like banshee-like scream that just pierces your ears, threatening to blow your eardrums, as like threads spill everywhere and infuse with oil. There's a spark, and the entire room emulates. Though you feel warm and invited as the flames wash over you. You are anointed in fire. Recover all harm and gain another ability as you have successfully
Nice.
completed this hunt.
And does the curse stay?
No, that was her curse.
Okay.
So you will have to take some time and probably unpluck those threads that were pushed through your face.
Yeah.
But the threads, you are able to cut them. They do bleed a little bit as you do.
Okay.
And with you having defeated the tailor, I think now is as good a time as any to take a short break.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen at home, I demand that you this Halloween purchase and give to children RC Cola as much as humanly possible. RC Cola needs your support this Halloween. And with all that being said, we'll be back in just a moment. Enjoy this ad break.
Thank you.
All right. Are we all ready to go back?
Yes, sir.
We delved back into the hollows over here, guys. We're back from that break. Just really quick before I start, we have the finale of Sins and Consequences will be coming out before too long. After this is released, probably within the next week. And after that, we're going to be running some Heart. Adam will be taking the helm as GM. Myself, Ethan, and CJ will be returning as players, and we're going to be joined by Karma, who is also has a Shadowrun podcast that they do, and I feel bad because I don't remember what it is.
Are they in the fixer file stuff?
Yes, they are. Yeah. I think they're from not resting. You know what? I'm gonna just say the wrong one and list off like 10 Shadowrun podcasts. Instead of doing that, I'm just gonna put it in the show notes below. That'll be my punishment. Is I'll just ask them what I need to plug. But yes, Karma will be joining us. I'm excited about that. Karma seems like a pretty cool individual. They were supposed to join us for Eat the Reich, which you'll probably hear just before this. But unfortunately couldn't make it due to scheduling issues. But we were joined by Shai Halud over at from Resting Glitchface. And we had an absolute blast playing Eat the Reich, and we're playing it again later this week so that we can finish off that story. So we're all excited about that. I know that Sean, you're running something this upcoming week, so I'm looking forward to that. Anything else that we need to talk about going for the channel? I don't think so. You know what I want to talk about? I want to talk about how awful this place is. It is gross in here. As the flames die down, these warm cleansing flames, you see that the threads have left, and you just see like desecrated bodies hanging from the ceiling, now charred in flame. Large sections of their midsections and thighs have been eaten. You again, as you're anointed in this flame, you see a little bit of the story of the tailor. She was a well-renowned tailor within the village, though the bishop, seeing how great her work was and her finery, tracked her down, and through the power of blackmail, discovering that she was in fact a cannibal, kept her within the vestry, which is the room that you're currently in. Against her will, the door locks from one side only. Through the power of blackmail and just straight up kidnap, he forced her to make him the finest gowns, worth more than what the village that he was supposed to take care of even earned within a year.
Damn, this Baron seems kind of like a dick.
Yeah, this bishop.
Bishop Baron.
Yeah. You guys return back down to the cloisters, to where this writhing mass of pathetic rabble sob and continue to throw their tantrums, though they've gotten to the point where a couple of them have actually broken their hands, just slamming fists into the ground in a petulant, impotent rage. They ignore you as you walk past them. There is a door ahead of you. Once again, it's locked, but the key forms just happens to slip right into that keyhole and just opens the door right up. You, Sean, are a priest of this exact faith. You are used to what the worshipping rooms tend to look like. This is like a bastardization of that. It's like a labyrinthine maze of glass terrariums filled with writhing masses of worms poking their heads out of like old dirt that's gone hard. You see skeletons. I'm going to say it weird because I say the word weird, but you see skeletons inside of some of these terrariums, both of swine and of human. You know that it is a terrible sin to slaughter a pig in your faith. You see that the dirt as you walk kind of through here. You hear the sound of laughter and mirth, and flickers of light just kind of shining through some of these glass terrariums. Rounding the corner, you see like a parade of people wearing the heads of pigs, like one might see on Chinese New Year with the dragons. They've pulled a pig apart. One person in the front is holding the head of this large swine, and the rest of them are holding the entrails up as they dance around and parade and sing.
Okay, I mean, obviously I shoot them.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and roll to shoot. We'll say you're at close. They're approaching you.
Okay. Well, I hit, but if we're at close, I have advantage, so I'll roll another one just to see if I crit. I don't, so we'll go with the 4.
Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, the choir are not particularly strong. They don't have a lot of health. So you do manage to just mow down the man in front, who drops the head, and the rest of them immediately become aware of what they're doing. And they look to you, they say thank you, and sing a hymn that you would recognize as they begin to commit suicide.
Oh. Okay.
Lovely. Lovely.
I'm just going to keep reloading the gun and shooting them.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, they pull out ritual knives and they slit their own throats.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, no worries. It's a weird world.
Okay.
That actually is not that uncommon of a reaction, even in the real world in this, but
fair.
You guys do see that the person in the rear was holding up like the flank of this using like some sort of like spike. And when you take a look, it actually looks like someone has taken a shovel and sharpened the end of it.
Ooh.
I feel it calling to someone.
Yeah, all of a sudden my eyes start pulsing and I feel this like presence almost inside of me wanting to come and grab it. And I pick up this improvised shovel and hold it close.
Yes. As you hold this shovel, you find that you can use it to guide these worms. They'll come crashing through the glass. You have acquired some followers.
Ooh. Acquired what?
You've acquired some fervent worshippers in the form of large worms about the size of like small dogs.
Wow.
They can be used in lieu of a weapon attack. So you can guide them with the shovel to attack someone. You would roll hard, TN 6. But you can also position them in places that you are not on the map. So you could be in support and have them attack from close.
Oh wow.
That's a little bit of reflavoring, just so you could have your shovel. You had the ability to acquire fervent worshippers
Oh wow.
if you had slayed
To
the one in
dig
front.
to dig deep.
Yes. The actual relic that was here, they give you some optional ones to sub in, depending on how relevant they are. Is called the Dolores Receipts, which is the reams of paper that outline the exact crimes that the tailor had committed. And if you had brought it to the tailor, she would not have been able to perform one of her attacks.
Ooh.
You do see that almost impossibly so, towards the back of the room, like the dirt kind of starts to twist down and form a cavern. So yes, you the paths through the wormery kind of lead through these back walls here. They lead down and kind of slant around. The walls are confining, and they seem to almost like taunt you as you walk. It feels like you're walking through like the belly of like a living being. You hear like the dull beating of a heart, and the walls seem to kind of undulate. And when you touch them, they're slimy.
Am I the only one that sees black?
Yeah, I can't.
Oh, I forgot to do the thing. Let me configure lighting. There you go, guys. Is that better?
All right.
Yes. You enter the crypt. A crumbling, damp limestone vault carved out of the rock beneath the temple. Tree roots quest down from the surface above. The central chamber yawns impossibly tall above the hunters' heads. Around the entrance, a ward of withered Rowan roots has been placed to offer protection. As the hunters approach, they can hear devotional chanting issue forth from cracked throats. Sorry. Lining the walls of this structure, and enshrined in mausolea are dozens of sarcophagi decorated with statues of the bishop in repose, as though he has died multiple times. You begin to walk through this large vault, and it's much larger than what you're going to see on the map here. You are walking for perhaps about 10 minutes through these lines of sarcophagi. The caskets begin to get larger and larger, the statues more monstrous and draconic. You see that a couple of the sarcophagi are open, and like you see these deformed skeletons that are very closely resemble these monstrous statues above. It seems that each one of these is filled with the body. At the far end of this vault, you see a monstrous porcine form. He squats in front of an enormous, rusted bank vault door, surrounded by ranks of singing faithful. It's distracted for now, but it's in your way.
Do we gotta go kill that thing?
You sure do.
So when you say porcine, does that mean pig?
Yeah, let me show you a picture of this guy.
Okay. Got a bit of an issue here, since my faith generally prohibits killing pigs.
Oh fuck me.
That's not a pig. That's a pig monster.
That is
Not
a
Very
big monster.
pig-esque.
In fact, you see at the center of this thing as he turns around and faces you, the songs that these men chant. And if you look at the image, you'll see that these are like average-sized men standing at his feet, barely coming up to his knee.
Yeah.
Great.
Yay.
Fuck. That is some cool art.
That is fucking dark.
Yes, but you see at the center of his chest is the screaming face of the vicar. Everyone, go ahead and roll sharp for me.
Thankfully, I have my shovel.
We're entering our next combat.
I can't see the.
Nice,
on the
finally.
screen.
Oh. Sorry, I forgot to click the lighting.
Oh no, I rolled the d20. Oh no. Oh no,
Ooh.
I'm going to hell.
It is really big.
Fuck.
All right.
Usually it's good. I hate my life.
I think we're already in hell.
You're
Priest,
true, that's
you
true.
failed. You failed that roll, right?
I have not rolled yet. It has not.
Oh,
I
okay.
clicked the button, but it just didn't do anything.
Oh, I have you as a 4 and a 15.
Oh, those were when. Yeah, that was from a while ago. The one
okay.
just now be 14.
Okay.
Is that is my exact sharp?
Okay?
Yay!
You can place yourself and you can reposition someone else.
Okay.
Reposition me.
Everyone else is able to position themselves where they want on the map. Or the grid, as they call it.
Oh, well, that's where I wanted to go anyways.
Well, yeah, I assumed that's where you wanted to go, so I
I
put
like
you
my
there.
flank. Yeah, thank you. I'm a flanky boy.
Yeah.
All right.
Just me and the priest. Two buds going at it together.
Just me and my shovel, shoveling worms and having fun.
Oh God, it's a pig monster, and that's my deity. What am I supposed to do?
You know that this is not your deity.
Right.
Nothing in the
It's
hall.
obviously like an abomination to your
Yeah.
deity. Like,
Right.
This is
Righteous
an
fury.
affront
Yes.
to your belief.
In fact, we'll read the description. It says here, the domestic pig is sacred to the Viridians, is the ultimate expression of mankind's dominance over nature. The vicar was once human, a priest who collaborated with the bishop, covering up his many indiscretions and taking a sizable cut for himself. He is transformed into a bloated pig creature, and his vestments have long ago torn and moldered into filthy rags. He's like, there's two things that are true about hollows, which is, one, the hollow actively hates you and wants you to die. That's also true about the thing that lives inside of you, the seed of malignance. It also wants you to die, but it also stops you from dying.
Rad.
Yeah, pretty dope.
Okay.
It's like me and my wife.
Hell yeah.
I get one.
Okay, guys. So here.
Wait, JP knows me in real life. I make wife jokes all the time and
I know,
ex-wife jokes,
yeah.
and not actually about Bianca.
All right. So you guys are all going to go first, except for the soldier, who will not have a turn this round.
Oof.
And so everybody but Jean Paul
Yay.
wants to go first.
Well, I didn't do shit last fight, so I'm going to try to jump the gun here.
Yeah.
I literally just got damaged. I'm going to try to get this bleed out of the way like I always do, so I'm going to jab it.
All right.
I'm going to attempt to.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, that's a success.
Sir.
You get a success. The men that stand by its feet storm up towards you, and you slash at one of them with the sword.
That's cool.
You you can inflict bleed upon these people as you kind of go forth and start to slaughter the many people at his feet.
Right
and
on.
What's the resolve damage there?
1.
All right, but it is bleeding. Now remember that for its turn. Are you performing any maneuvers, my friend?
Yes, there we go. Back 1. Really got to shoot past these assholes.
Yeah. No worries. We will apply a threat to where you were standing.
Sorry, priest.
It's okay. I'm used to it.
I'm gonna make this area more dangerous and then leave.
And then, well, we'll go to the priest. What's the priest going to do now that you feel threatened?
He's going to clack the shotgun, make sure it's fully loaded, and unload into the pig monstrosity that blasphemes my god.
All right.
Wow.
You go to do that, and you actually get tackled by like a pair of these cultists. You see that they're wearing like the faces of pigs over top of their own. The awful smell causes you to nearly vomit in your mouth.
Yeah.
You will take 1 resolve damage.
Okay.
As they cause the shot to misfire wildly.
Okay. And then I'm going to go for a sheltered token.
Yeah. You break free, and you go ahead and roll quick for me there. Or is it you that has the ability to just take it?
No, I don't have that. No. So I just roll quick. Nice and big.
That's going to be a fail.
That is a fail.
Would you like more threat? A point of resolve damage? Or would you like to forego the sheltered?
We'll take a resolve damage.
Okay. One of these men slashes out at you with like a farmer's scythe.
Okay.
Just catching the back of your leg. We'll go over to Tony.
Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong, but when we killed the last monster, we were able to take another ability, correct?
Yes, when you killed the last one, yes.
Okay, so I am going to go ahead and use Unload. Keep shooting until it can't get up. Expend both your attack and maneuver actions. Make a number of pistol attacks equal to your current capacity.
So you're going to make 3 attacks. Yep.
God damn.
What a great ability.
3 times then, or?
Oh yeah, you're going to roll 3 separate attacks. Yep.
You kind of glitched out. I didn't catch that.
Yes, yes. You can make 3. You need to make 3 separate attacks. Okay. At close range. Okay, so that's a regular success, a fail, and a regular success. So yeah, that failure, we'll say is the last shot. So the first 2 shots go off, and these men that are at his feet are diving in front of your bullets. Like just being picked off one by one in order to prevent him from getting shot, but you can do resolve damage. For 2 attacks.
It'll be 4 total then.
1, 2,
Nice.
4. However, as you are shooting, and the first one that you shot wasn't quite dead, and you feel like a short blade pierce through your shoe. You managed to kick him off and beat him to death or shoot him again. And he is dead, but you have taken 1 point of resolve damage.
Okay.
And would you like to? Well, actually, you just spent both of your
Yes.
actions to do that. So it is the vicar's turn. The vicar crouches down on all 4s. Wait. Oh, okay. Actually, no. He picks up one of these broken like statues of the sarcophagus, and he is going to. Well, before that, he's going to put some threat down. He is going to attack this square, so he's going to attack the priest, and he's going to attack the soldier.
Nice.
Okay.
As he sweeps this sarcophagus across both spaces. Roll quick to dodge out of the way.
Okay. Nope.
And he takes 2.
Hey! Yes, sir.
Nice.
All right, so we got a success, but the priest does fail. The soldier, you will still take 1 point of resolve damage.
Got it.
As the sarcophagus doesn't hit you, but it like blows up dirt across your face, and you actually get hit by some like a large chunk of stone. It kind of just gives your head a rattle.
Shrapnel.
The priest, you take the hit like almost full on. You are going to take 3 wound damage.
Oh, fuck.
Okay. So my most recently purchased ability is called Ward. While you hold a sheltered tag, it reduces damage suffered by 2.
Okay, so you take 1 wound damage.
Okay, nice.
And in the process, it drops. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So it depletes its own resolve in doing this maneuver. So it also slaughters the cultists that were trying to protect it at its feet.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
He lets out like a horrible snort. Before he enters his bestial panic. He cries out in pain, and the building shudders in response. And then he makes a rotting ruins attack. So as he screams out in pain, the walls shake. The vault begins to collapse around you as you fight. Everybody needs to give me a quick defense roll. Anyone with terrain takes additional damage.
I rolled a 4.
Okay. So you will still take 1 resolve damage.
Okay.
But you will only take 1 because you are in the shelter, and the shelter itself is actually like kind of buffeting you. Soldier, did you roll?
Did not make it.
Did not make
Over.
it. Okay. You are going to take 1 wound. As like a stone falls from the ceiling and cracks into the back.
Shit. My head.
Yeah. Pre-succeeded. Experiment. Did you succeed? I'm assuming you did.
Yes. Yeah.
Target number. You did not get over target number. So you will take 1 resolve damage. As you are forced to kind of move from where you are, catches you off guard. Agent, you fail. A large section of the wall crashes down, nearly pinning your leg as you have to pull it out, and you are forced to walk with a bit of a limp. You will take 1 wound damage. And I think that's everyone. Yeah. So that is because he was broken. He'll then use his he will use his maneuver to pick up one of these corpses and just devour it. So his larger upper maw opens up wide as he swallows like one of these dead men whole, recovering 5 resolve.
Jesus
damn.
Christ.
And that is his turn.
Yikes.
Okay.
That's scary.
Sorry, and
Can I
I'm
get a
gonna
phone a friend
he
and
has
call my
2 more.
mom?
He has 2 more threat to place, and so I'm going to do that really quick. All right. Who wants to go first? The soldier is able to act this turn.
Yay.
Go ahead. You've been sitting there looking all purty for a while.
Could I do my classic stoic and start my turn and restore 1 resolve?
Yes, you can. Of course you can.
Perfect. That's just the stoic start. And I will start off with the spear, just because I'm a little scared at the moment and wanting to go with the classic.
No worries. There's one more boss battle after this. So.
Anyway. And that'll be in between The strong and the dice roll, I think.
His target number is 11 at close.
Oh, well, perfect.
So
11 and 12.
Yeah, so you met it. You have a superior success, which I believe gives you
Awesome.
additional damage.
Yes.
Just-
Superior success, deal wound damage. Also,
Oh, yes. So you do wound and resolve damage.
and resolve.
Okay.
And it'll be 2 resolve
Okay,
and 1 wound. And I think my cat just pooped.
nice.
So stinky.
Very nice.
Thank you, cat.
Mine does that sometimes too.
Oh, fuck.
Love that.
Where it's not supposed to.
And how much wound does he take?
1 wound and 2 resolve.
Okay. Perfect. You make this very successful attack there. Though at this point in time, you have a maneuver to make.
Yes, I do. I'll go with the classic gain focus. Just make it nice and easy.
All
On
right.
my next hit, I will have advantage.
Okay. In response to your vicious wound, he slams his fist into the floor, and another section of the ceiling falls. It goes to crash onto where the priest is sitting or standing. So go ahead and give me a quick roll to see if you can avoid that damage. Oh, so you have 3. You have 2 wound incoming.
Okay. I reduced damage by 2 because of the shelter.
Yes, yeah. I was hoping I would get you to resolve, to be honest, because then you would have taken some damage. But
Okay.
but that is
So
just
I-
interrupt. So you
so
guys
is it 2 reduced down to 0, or was it like 4
it's
reduced
two.
down to 2?
It's 2 reduced down to 0.
Okay.
Um,
And then because he did an interrupt, he takes a point of resolve damage.
that's fine. He is a very reckless individual. That's what
Cool.
I'll say.
Cool.
Yeah. All right. So the soldier is gone, but we have the agent, the experiment, and the priest.
Mine's
I'll
pretty
go if no one
easy.
wants to. Yeah. Go ahead.
I'm just gonna pivot over here, and I'm gonna try to shoot.
All right.
Since I moved first, it's gonna give me a +2 to my sharp.
Yeah. TN is 10 for ranged.
Wait, what?
So the target number is 10. So if you rolled below your sharp but above a 10, that's a superior success. That's all.
Got you. I got a 9, so that's a success, but not a superior.
Okay. So you do resolve damage to it.
And for this gun, it is 3.
Okay. So you do 1 wound damage, and once again he screams, and this vault is really coming undone. Sections of the wall come crashing down. I need everyone to make a quick defense roll.
Should we just leave?
Nope. That's another fail.
So you will take you will take 1 resolve damage there because of the shelter.
Mhm.
The agent is going to take 1 wound. I'm assuming 14 is above your stat.
It is my stat, exactly.
Is
It's a
it?
quick?
Okay. You actually recover 1 resolve.
Okay.
Nice.
Smell better.
The experiment. Is that how is that relative to your stat?
Is below.
Oh, okay, perfect. That is a superior success, so you take no damage.
Nice.
And I think that's everyone, or did we get one from the soldier?
Sorry, I just came back. I had an emergency. There was a lot of poop.
You guys broke him again, so he repeated the same.
Okay. Dash R. Yeah, they attacked me with a poop roll.
Yeah.
And it was for which stat? Hard?
Quick.
Quick. I did not. I went over.
Okay. You are going to take 1 wound damage.
Thank you. Sorry. I'm back.
No worries. I get it. Life happens.
So stinky in my.
Okay. And what
Life
will
finds
you
a
be doing
way.
with your maneuver there, Scarr?
I already used it to move.
Oh, okay, perfect. So then he will. He's only got one. He's only got one interrupt action. So yeah, this place is coming apart. He's actually going to target the agent this time. He'll spin 1 thread over here. And you can make a quick roll there, Tony. That's a critical failure, so you're going to take 3 wounds as like a large section of the wall just crashes down and like pins you to the floor. You have broken your arm, though you will fight through the pain, I'm sure. And then that's just the interrupt action. So you guys, the priest hasn't gone and the agent hasn't gone.
Want to go, Tony?
Yeah, I'm gonna use 1 maneuver here to get the hell out of there, and 1 to reload 1 round.
Absolutely. So you reload. He's going to spend another thread over here to attack the soldier with a large section of ceiling. Make a quick roll.
Yes, sir.
That is 1 wound
That's
coming your way.
Got it.
Yes, you are continue to get buffeted as this place. Every time you hit him, it seems like he's screaming in agony, and it's causing more of this place to like fall apart. We have the priest. The priest hasn't gone yet.
Yeah. I will do a.
Oh yeah, no, he's already broken, so no result damage. Yep. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So I'll do reload,
Okay.
and then I'm at 4 resolve out of 6, so I'm gonna guard to go back down to 2.
You need to go back up to 6.
Oh,
Okay.
I was filling up the boxes.
Oh, okay.
so-
I see. You're filling up. As opposed, yeah. No
Right,
worries.
yeah.
I'm doing the opposite because I'm
Gotcha.
crazy.
That's okay. So I have 4 more points of resolve now.
Yeah.
Between me and being broken, which being broken sounds bad. So that's my turn.
Okay. He puts his head down, his hooves kind of press into the ground as he charges directly towards you in your shelter there.
Okay.
Roll for hard.
Yeah, I'm a priest. I'm always hard.
Hell
You
yeah.
know,
I mean,
it's not
wait.
Shadowrun.
Two.
You get a standard success, so you I want to double check. Sorry, I'm still kind of learning things here.
Sure.
Whole point, man.
Yeah.
Game's not even released yet, technically, right? So,
No, it's not. I'm getting it though.
yeah, this seems super cool.
Okay, yeah, you take 5 resolve damage, and the shelter is destroyed.
Cool. And so then before that, it is reduced
By
from
2.
5 down to 3.
Yes.
Cool. So that's a good thing I guarded, I guess.
You're just like, oh man, I hope I don't get broken. He just comes in with 5 damage minimum.
I was like, I did not know you were built different, sir. I will remember that.
He then sings like a mangled song from that face on his chest. And it causes like the seeds of malignance inside of you to like betray your body for a moment, and they almost be still your beating hearts. Everyone in close, so that's going to be the priest and the soldier. Please make a wise roll.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
To avoid the fate of having this loop.
No.
Oh! Wait.
That's a
okay.
success
Ooh,
for
I
you.
made it.
So, on a success, you are going to take 2 resolve damage there, soldier. As this is incredibly demoralizing. However, the seed encroaches upon your heart, and for a moment you feel like its tendrils kind of wrap around it and squeeze. You take 1 wound.
Ooh. And 1 wound?
The priest. No. The priest takes.
Oh, okay,
Oh, just 1 wound? Okay.
yeah. Just 1.
Just 1.
Dude, the last one was 5. Okay.
It was resolved.
That was like a full out attack. You only do
Okay.
that once a turn. This is like a maneuver. Like he can just
Okay.
as a maneuver.
Gotcha. All right. Gucci.
He will then place some threat and spend some threat. So he's going to place a threat over here, and a threat over here, and a threat there. And he is going to spend this threat. Sorry, no, he's going to keep that threat there. He is going to spend this threat to throw you out to support. So he literally picks you up and throws you against the far wall.
Okay.
You take no damage from that. He just doesn't want you there anymore.
Okay.
All right.
And that is his turn. So we go to the 4 of you.
I'm gonna keep going if no one
First.
speaks fast
No
enough.
worries. Yep,
Please.
Scarr, go ahead.
These games where there's no initiative, like, I'm like, just give it to us.
Give us some structure.
I'm a fucking badass. I'm gonna move in 1.
Yeah, join the close team.
Yeah, dude. I bet he's got a ranged attack coming or something, probably, maybe. All right, and I'm gonna attack with my dagger. That's gonna give me, since I moved first, it's gonna give me a +2 on my quick.
All right.
And let's bring the house down. Nope. Wait, +2 on my quick. I'm adding a +2 to my roll, which is dumb. So that's actually
Down 2, right?
the 13, which is a success.
Okay. So now he is broken, so it's gonna be wound damage. But you do the resolve damage on your weapon. So you can apply the left value to his wounds.
Yeah, which is 1.
Okay.
But he gets a bleed token.
All right. And he is bleeding. Which I don't even think we got to dealing with the bleeding on the tailor. But we will deal with that when we get there. He is going to spend one of these threat. Oh, no. I don't want to get rid of that. I want to get rid of that.
Mhm.
He will spend one of these threat, and just for changing of flavor, he throws a pew at you.
Sorry, come again?
He
Just kidding.
throws a pew
Okay.
at the experiment. So go ahead and roll quick to dodge.
Alrighty. Wait, let me see quick. So I have a +2 on that quick until the start of my
Yes.
next turn still. Nice. All right. No. Damn.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that seems to beam you right in the chest, and you take 1 wound.
Brutal.
And then we'll go over to you know what? Fuck it. Let's see what the soldier's up to.
So you said he is no longer no resolve, all wounds ready, right?
He's all wounds until he eats somebody else. Yeah.
Hell yeah. All right, I'm going to go for my good old spear, but with the pierce, because I'm ready to party, and I have advantage. Because I was, I readied it, or I focused. Let's go
Nice.
with a 2d20. Come on, all hits.
I got a 4 and a 14.
Hey, I'll take.
Is 14 under your stat?
I think that one's for strong, right?
Yeah.
No, strong is 12. So I'll do the
9.
4.
Oh, the 4.
And
Okay,
I will
so
get a
wounds plus 1.
+1. Yes, sir.
So what's the total
Will
on
be
that?
4 damage.
2.
I also forgot to start my stoic with -1 resolve, by the way.
2.
I'm a stoic little guy.
Okay.
Yeah, I will. Do
This is a
the
hardy guy. You guys have done a tremendous amount of damage, but he is huge, and he does not seem ready to stop.
He's big boy.
Go damn.
I would like to, for my maneuvers, I'm gonna go with the classic focus again. I'm gonna be aiming for this fucking dude.
Absolutely. Acquire some
Let's do
focus.
Yes, sir.
All right. And we'll go over to the agent. Agent, what are you up to?
Hey, I am going to use both my maneuvers to reload, get me back to full capacity with my ammo.
Yeah. Okay. One thing that's true is if you start your turn out in support, you automatically get you reload.
Oh,
Basically,
cool.
you just without spending a maneuver, you go at full capacity, but you'd have to start your turn out there. Yeah. I feel like I forgot to mention that. But yes, you are now reloaded at max bullets, ready to rain hell down on him next turn. He is going to continue to focus on the experiment, spending one more threat to again throw another large chunk of stone at him. Roll for quick.
Yes, that is a
A
critical success.
Hell yeah.
Let me see if that does anything. I think you recover 1 resolve.
Nice.
Nice.
All right.
Well, you do not recover a resolve. You just simply do not take damage.
Okay.
Rip.
Okay. And then, of course, the priest who started his turn out there. Now, because you're in support, if you wanted to heal yourself, you could. That you gain access to additional maneuvers.
Right. But I also just recovered 2 resolve immediately.
Yes.
Okay, so we will do a maneuver to move up. And then, yeah, I think we'll do another guard. So we're
Okay.
heal 4 resolve this turn.
Hell yeah.
Okay. And then that is the end of your all's turn. And so he doesn't like that this guy keeps stabbing him.
Yeah, that's right. Soldier boy.
So first thing he's going to do is he's going to sing his song again. So I'll need the experiment and the soldier to once again defend with wise, as the face at the center sings a sickening prayer.
Oh, I hit a 7. Mine is at 7.
Okay, and
We
then
both hit 7.
you both had a 7.
Biblical, baby.
Hey, critical
So
success.
you got a critical success. That's no damage incoming to you. Target number is 8. So if you both got a success, it's just no damage.
Yay, we did it.
Yep.
I just danced while they were singing.
Okay. Yeah, so no damage coming into you on that one. He does, however, see, I'm starting to feel mean.
No, be nice.
He's
was
going to
just
spend
dancing.
this threat here to advance, forcing you to move back and you to move forward, so that the agent is beside him. And then he is going to charge at the agent. Yeah, target 100. So roll hard there as he charges towards you, Tony. You are going to take 4 wounds.
That is a fail.
Unless that's under your stat.
What was that?
Is that under your stat?
No, it is not. Well, I had, I think, 3 wounds left.
Okay, you have died. So you all see as this Vic leans down, his hooves like land as he passes and like bowls over the agent. One of his hooves lands right on his head, and it's just like a halo of blood on the floor beside you, Scarr. You look down, and the vicar squeals in delight. Tony, you awaken in the sanctuary.
Oh fuck!
Hell happened.
Run, run, Forrest, run!
It'll take you some time to navigate back down the stairs, and so we start a counter. It will take you once per area, so it's going to be 3 rounds of combat before you can rejoin.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. So we'll just pull you to the side for now in case this combat does go on that long. That is his turn, however. He has nothing else he wishes to do.
He takes 2 resolve damage.
Hell yeah!
He has no resolve to take damage with. And why? Oh, because of the bleeding. So that does go to wounds. Did you roll to see if he continues bleeding?
Yeah, I got a 2, so
Okay,
so
great.
that was yeah.
No worries. So he takes that, and we'll just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 wounds on him, and then he still stands strong.
Ah!
Tough son bitch.
He is definitely bloodied. You guys have done quite a bit of damage. His like swine blood kind of reeks of like decomposing bodies and sin. And he is bleeding all over you. He is certainly closer to death than not.
Okay.
And we will go to Scarr.
All right, I'm going to move here, and I gotta keep stabbing him.
Okay, stab away.
So, well, we'll see if I hit. So I still get the +2 and quick though.
That is definitely
Nice.
success, but not a superior success. So regular success on.
Okay. However, now that I'm on his behind, I get a +1/1 on damage. So that it's the resolve side, so that's 2.
All right. Yeah, you managed to catch his flank. You maybe cut his Achilles tendon, and he actually collapses down as he tries to move forward, away from you. He is still alive, as he props himself up on his hands, but he seems quite weak. Perhaps someone can come in for the kill.
Oh, I'm ready.
Go ahead, soldier.
All right, we're gonna be first off doing my classic stoic because I always gotta look stoic. Take off one.
I
of the
apologize.
Ds.
I have to throw a pew at you. I'm gonna throw
You
a pew
can.
at the,
I want it. I was gonna grab more threat. I'm just like ready to party.
Yeah. So he throws a pew at the soldier.
Char one.
Oh, and I forgot to place threat. So he's actually.
Apologies, but first I must pew you.
Yeah, please, I want to be pewed. Pew pew. We're looking at quick, right?
Yes, quick.
Oh fuck.
This is at close though, so that is his target number. So you, if you roll under quick, or sorry, yeah, if you, no, actually straight. It's just no damage if you rolled under quick.
Yes.
Okay. So no damage as you managed to dodge out of the way of this pew. Go ahead
Classic.
and attack.
All right, so let's do dash R 2d20. Huzzah.
You got an 11 and a critical fail. Thank
Okay,
goodness.
11 is under the strong. And I think it's
it
a
is-
superior.
It is a superior success, so that's going to
Sure.
be an additional wound damage.
Perfect. So I do 3 plus 1, so 4 plus 1, so 5. 5 wound damage.
All right. You once again slay the beast yourself. The experiment sliced his Achilles tendon and he laid down. You pierce through the skull. You realize why he hasn't been dying, and you instead climb on his back and drive it through. And you see the face of the vicar spew out blood like a fountain as he coats you all.
And as I stab and do it, I go in for a hug with my armor too on the face and just like really hold on to all the blood coming in.
No worries. Well, so Tony, as you come down, you see that the blood is anointed all your friends. It all of a sudden also just like as if it was alive and searching for you, kind of pours forth and like just fills your open mouth as you drink in the vicar's disgusting blood. But you do grow more powerful and heal all wounds.
Nice.
So everyone
Experiment is like literally just like my favorite.
Yeah, I feel warmth from the hug, like my mom
Yeah.
loves me.
That's gross.
You see behind where he stands. This room is no longer collapsing. You see behind where he stands this large vault door. It is, of course, locked, but you have a handy-dandy key. As you approach, it turns into like a large device that just, when you press it against the vault door, it just undoes the combination itself, and the vault door just squeaks open. You see that it just extends downwards. More dirt to follow.
Are we healing in between these fights?
Yes, every
You
time you
just
get
said-
anointed, you heal the full.
We get healed. We're good. After we kill him, we're full.
Yeah, you start
Right.
every. You
Yeah, after the
start
bloodbath.
fully decked out, like so you're fully loaded and ready to go. At the start of every hunt.
Yeah.
Rock hard. All right.
Mhm. I feel like hard's our special word for tonight.
Yeah,
Okay with that.
I don't mind.
There you
I like
go.
hard.
You land down with a thud. It's a bit of a jump, but not so much that you would hurt yourself. Into a winding cave system that stretches down far beneath the priory and deep into the earth. The walls here are slimy and bleeding. Occasionally, as you step where you would expect to hear the echoes of your footsteps, you instead hear sobs and prayers of people who beg for the bishop's death. Parts of it are open enough to stand up straight without banging your head, but the majority of the time you are forced to crawl. As you are crawling through some of these small sections, the walls themselves kind of squeeze onto your shoulders as if giving you like a hug or trying to slow you down. Part of you wonders if you're being digested. But you see that there's torn fabric, scuff marks, and cracked outcroppings mark frequently used passages, and you find your way. One such way, you see like the foundation of like some sort of building, and beside it you see roots sticking out inside of a hole. At the very end of it, you see a gleam of gold, and you feel like, for the first time since you've entered this hollow, a moment of respite and welcoming presence as you see a Rowan root at the end of a small corridor. Along the corridor are jagged, cut diamonds and twisted coins, almost pointed as if they were knives or teeth. You would need to crawl across this in order to get to the Rowan root. And I'll tell you right now, the Rowan root, if you carry this into the fight against the bishop, it removes one of his abilities.
Okay. And what do we need to do to get there?
You have to crawl across jagged cut diamonds and twisted coins that appear as though they are sharp knives or perhaps even teeth.
Yeah, I'll do that. That's fine.
Okay.
I
roll.
flagellate myself all the time.
I'm pretty armored up, so if y'all want, let me know.
Yeah. You would roll quick or sharp to see if you can get by without becoming harmed.
Okay. My quick is 7 and my sharp is 14, so that's what I'd go with. JP, what are you looking at? What are you looking at?
My quick is 10 and my strong is 12.
Okay.
Yeah, my quick is your sharp, so either
Okay.
you or me.
My quick is 14.
Okay. So any of the three of us can do it.
Not
I'm already
me.
carrying 2 items, so if someone else wants to.
Listen to our boy. He hasn't rolled in a while.
Go for it, Dredd.
Come on, Dredd, get in there.
I believe in you.
Si se puede. Ay, wey.
You are going to take 1 wound damage as you crawl across there, and these coins kind of like, they don't just like feel sharp against you, but they actually bite into your skin and hold your hands. Like you actually have trouble pulling your limbs away as you crawl across this. You have that unfortunate experience on both directions back. But you only take 1 wound and you still get the Rowan roots. When you grab the Rowan root, the world, the hollow itself seems to groan in protest. As like the dirt and these prayers grow more fervent. You can smell like that sickly sweet smell of iron, as it feels like perhaps blood has been spilled nearby. Mechanically, you just gained a point of doom as well. You've actually gained doom for every room you've stepped in, which is par for the course, but failing hazards will also accumulate doom.
Sure.
You guys make your way out, and again, you follow these obvious signs of well-traveled paths. It's easy enough to get through. You get to the edge of like a drop, and you see that there is this like tremendous pile of wealth into a very deep pit. However, the wealth is so vast that it is merely like a 4-foot drop to touch the top of it. Ignore the picture of the dragon.
Where there's a pile of money.
We jumping.
Yeah, you guys jump in. A network of tunnels dug by claws and loaded with stolen wealth. The floor is lousy with discarded crowns, bent scepters, dented chalices, and torn up portraits. Huge piles of coins stretch to every wall. Scant illumination is provided by flickering torches mounted in alcoves along the side of the chamber. Murals lovingly painted by long-dead hands depict the bishop receiving tithes from his diocese. Crowds of nobles and peasants alike arrive to shovel money directly into the great, distended mouth of the bishop himself. As you walk, again, like it's very, very dark in here, just like flickers of light from these from your own lanterns and from these alcoves in the wall with candelabras in them. The coins kind of start to shift at your feet. I am going to need everyone to make a quick roll to see if you can maintain your footing as you attempt to scale to the top of the pit.
Oh, I fucking passed finally.
You
I
passed.
made a perfect roll. A 20.
Okay.
I am hitting the spots.
Okay. You managed to catch someone else who failed.
Oh shit! Did anybody fail?
Yeah, so the agent failed, I'm assuming, and the experiment.
Yes.
All right, I saw the agent go through some hell, going through that hole. So I saw him and I snagged him first. I was like, oh hell no!
Bloody.
I snagged my boy.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the experiment, you actually get like caught in, and you start to like lose your footing, and then you actually feel like a hand pull you in, and you nearly break your ankle, taking one wound. As you free yourself and scramble up to catch up to where your friends are.
What the fuck?
At least you have friends.
That's true.
Yeah, that's good.
That's nice.
Are we, soldier?
Yes. I can't help all my friends. I can only help one at a time.
As you reach the pinnacle of this mound of coins, you see hanging from the ceiling. At first, it looks like an ornate gold dragon-shaped like decoration, and then you see it writhe and shift, and you see that its tail actually sinks far below the gold itself. We'll take a quick look at the bishop himself. He's hanging upside down, and so you see like a dragon with 4 arms. It is easily over 120 feet long, though you cannot see where its tail ends as it sinks below the surface of this coin. Its skin, its scales itself, it looks as though it's been skinned or flayed and had its scales replaced with gold and ornate fabrics and silks. The mutilated body flayed and spread out as if in repentance holds onto these large horns of the dragon. The bishop himself screams in agony as the dragon moves to strike you, and we will enter our final combat for the evening.
Hell yeah.
Let me know if you can't see that.
Oh, I could see.
Oh yeah, yes sir.
All right.
I just don't like it.
Well,
I like
that's
it.
true.
I think it's fun.
Oh, like we like it. Your characters would hate this. This would be like the fucking worst day of their lives.
Yeah.
But yes, for our final combat, we're going to start with a sharp roll.
Sure. Yes sir. Ooh, at least it wasn't a fucking 20.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Oh god, I have somebody selected again.
Yeah, you have. You're also my soldier. Don't worry. We both failed. 18 and
Gotcha.
17.
Okay.
Everybody that rolled a soldier was trash.
Okay. Well, so I am going to place
Only the
all of
priest
you
did good.
except for the priest in front of this creature.
Yay!
And then the priest, because you rolled a 1, you did succeed. You can place yourself wherever you'd like, and you get to go first.
Cool.
You didn't want to go in the front?
Nah. I think we're good. Actually, let's see. Cool. So I will. I'll shoot him. Shoot him. Always good to shoot. With advantage. A 10. We'll go with a 10.
Okay. If that is under your thing, sorry. Every creature has, it's kind of like Morpork in that every page is unique in where they decide to put the stats. So give me 1 second. You are at close range, and you rolled
Yes,
a
sir.
10.
Yep.
So that is a superior success. So you're going to apply resolve and wound damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the resolve would be 1 and the wounds would be 3.
Okay, so the resolve is going to be 0 because of his gilded scales, but he will still take
God.
3 wound.
Oh, okay.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Hell yeah.
And then can I find shelter?
Just double check. Yes, you can. So go ahead and roll quick for me to see if you can get there without getting hurt. You do.
Ooh.
So go ahead and take some shelter.
Yeah, love it.
Gotta put some stuff out actually. So there's still 3 more of these sheltered out. There is a much smaller pool of elevation and shelter for this encounter than there has been in previous. If that's something that you care about.
Okay. So when you inflict resolve damage with the shotgun, you may reposition one hunter in close or remove one threat from your area. So soldier, you want to just be on the flank?
Yeah, I can be on the flank with you if you want. I can be next to you. Is that you?
Yeah. Wherever you want to go, homie. But I just accrued some threats, so...
I don't give a if you want to put me on our classic spot, let's go for it.
Okay.
I feel like you want to. I know you do.
Yeah, it's the classic.
Put me in my spot.
Oldie but goodie.
Heck yeah. All right.
Classic.
He will expend that threat that you just accrued. Actually, he cannot. He does not have enough threat. So, you're okay for now.
Safe for now.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead. We'll say the experiment can go next. We'll just go left.
I'm move here.
That's my boy. Hell yeah.
There you go.
Don't worry, I'm leaving you next round. But I do attack with my knife, my dagger. Nope.
Anyway.
Yeah, you find that the dagger does not manage to break past this large section. You actually get it kind of caught for a second inside like this jewel encrusted scales that it has. And then its one arm kind of reaches through the gold itself and scrapes across your back. Take 1 resolve damage.
Not cool, man. Can you give me a brief summarization of our surroundings one more time?
Yeah, so you are on like a shifting pile of gold. All around you are these alcoves that have light. And so it's kind of reflecting off of himself. So the bishop himself is lighting up the room.
Okay.
Yeah, there's coins and like paintings and things like that everywhere. Images of the bishop abusing his flock decorate the walls.
Rad. Okay.
And then we'll go to Agent Tony.
I'll go ahead and move here. I'll try to stab him with my sword.
Okay.
Quick.
Okay. The good news is that's not any worse than a regular failure.
Okay.
For an attack. You will, however, still take 1 resolve damage. So you try to stab him with the sword, and again, like these coins kind of shift, and you feel them like kind of like churn and like tear up like the skin on your leg, and you lose like some of your pant to this pile of coin as you free your foot.
And then I'm going to use my ability. Got your back. Gather them around you while you are in an area with 1 or more other hunters. Inflict +1 resolve damage. If there is threat in your area, other hunters in the area also inflict +1 resolve damage.
Ooh, okay. Shit.
Yeah. So yeah, if either of you do hit, you will do additional resolve damage, which is
Yes,
good
sir.
because he takes less resolve damage.
Mm-hmm.
I will say very quickly, the Rowan root. Who has it?
I do.
Okay. You could tell, like, the the bishop himself, like the man that's like riding in this dragon's head, seems frustrated and is glaring at you. His words are like silenced as there's like a soft thrumming from that root that you've managed to grab going down that tunnel. There's an effect that would be occurring, an aura effect that is just not going to be part of this battle because of that.
That's good.
Don't forget, we got the ash and
Yeah.
the shovel and
Yep.
something else.
There's a healing item we have now, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the bandages.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, because no one's managed to hit him, you guys aren't gaining any threats, so we'll go right to soldier.
Could I use my maneuver first, right? Like,
Yep.
should you use the focus to start?
Yes, you can.
Cool, let's do that. Let's do a focus to start, and I'm gonna try my best to hit.
Okay.
So I'll go with advantage.
Okay.
Just go for all whammies. Come on now. For the strong, it is on the dot with the 12.
Okay. So that is going to be wound damage +2.
Hell yeah. So I will attack with the close, blah, blah, blah. This is 12. Cool. So it gets its 2 resolve and 2 wound then.
Okay, so it's going to take 1
Party on.
and 2 wound. And you will...
And I have one person on me, right? One person next to me.
Yes.
So I use the back-to-back, and at the end of my turn, restore 1 resolve equal to the number of allies in your area, and that ally restores 1 resolve too. So,
Nice.
Sean, you restore a resolve.
Appreciate it.
Back-to-back, baby. The closer you are to me, the more we fuck shit up.
Okay. Okay. No
I
one's...
think I'm good. I like to party. Oh wait, no, that's not the pierce. 'Cause I was gonna say it was just the magical hit, but normally with the pierce it's the +1 to wound. But that was just a really good hit. I'm good. Keep going.
Okay. It scoops up, like it kind of like it dives down into the coin and like it like skims across the surface, grabbing as many coins and gems in its mouth as it can. It stands up and it fires it off like a grape shot at the left flank here.
Okay.
So it's going to assign threat there and threat there. It's also going to gain 3 more. Sorry, I just want to make sure I'm spending and getting stuff where it needs to be. But yes, everyone in the left flank, so that's going to be agent and
Priest.
and the priest. Okay. You roll quick. Target 9.
No.
Okay. Agent, is that under your...
That's under my quick score.
Okay,
yes.
but it's also above the target number, so you're going to take no damage.
Nice.
You manage to scurry along and keep your balance on these shifting coins as just like piles of these like fused together coins like shoot at you like a cannon. You see that it seems to take some damage as it attempts to swallow these coins. This dragon seems to be regurgitating this almost as if it wanted to eat the coins, but it can't.
And then I rolled
however,
like 18, so I failed.
yes, you're going to take 3 wounds.
Okay.
Oh,
But
fuck.
the damage is reduced by 2, so it's down 1 wound.
Yeah. You will live forever. It will also. Okay. He will then sink into the pile of coins, and the people, the soldier and the experiment, will both be shifted.
Oh,
there alongside Dredd. And you are going to be shifted to the rear. And I will need a... Nope, that's it.
Okay.
That's
Yes,
it.
sir.
Yep. So
Okay.
he kind of like turns like the whole, basically the pile of coins, forcing everything to move. And that will be his turn. And so we can start with Scarr.
Well, anytime he repositions an ally, he would take 1 resolve damage, and then the bonus from Tony increases it by an additional resolve damage.
Okay. You'll take 1. You'll take 1 resolve.
Okay.
I am moderately convinced. All right. But yes, it is the hunter's turn.
I'll go. I will just reload my gun and shoot him again.
Okay. Go ahead and make your shot. At close, the target number is 10.
Back up.
Oh, that's probably what's doing it then.
All right, 14. That is my sharp on the dot.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
So you're going to do resolve damage plus wound damage plus 2 wound damage.
Okay. So it would be 5 wound damage and 2 resolve. Tony, does your ability increase wound damage as well?
No, just resolve.
Okay, so 2 resolve and 5 wound.
Jesus.
All right. Okay. And how much? 2 resolve?
2 resolve, yep.
Okay, so 1 resolve. Because he
Yeah.
he is armored. In response to that, he is going to once again shift this gold as his tail kind of moves underneath. Except that this time these sharpened coins and gems tear at your legs and your feet as you start to sink into the thing. Please give me a strong test to see if you're strong enough to pull your legs out before they are harmed.
Okay. We can definitely try that. It's an 8.
Be strong.
Oh,
Nope,
why?
not strong.
Aye, wait.
Okay. So you will take you'll take 1 wound damage there.
Okay.
And for the agent, if we can get a roll as well.
So because I'm sheltered, I would take no wound damage.
Yes.
Okay.
And then
Sheltered over here.
the agent is going to take a single resolve.
And then he would take 2 resolve damage because of his interrupt attack.
Yeah. So he'll take 1.
Yeah.
And that is his interrupt. That was the priest's turn.
Yeah.
I mean, the agent just took harm. Do you want to fire back?
Yeah, I will go ahead and try to stab him again.
All right. You're going to get a regular success on that. So you'll do resolve damage on the weapon.
It's for resolve, and then I'm going to use that
nice.
ability, which is +1 for me, and then +1 for the priest. So 4 total.
Right. So that is enough to break him.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
And so
Yeah,
he
brother.
will thrash in pain as you pierce through and actually puncture his skin. Large sections of his coin carapace starts to fall, raining coins down onto this pile. He will thrash around and he will attack the soldier and the one beside the soldier. The experiment.
No. No.
Yes.
Yes.
So as he thrashes around, make a hard resistance to see if you can resist as these coins kind of fly up and crack you in the jaw.
Oh, fuck.
I'm not hard enough.
No, mine was a 14.
Let's see. 9, am I? No. By 1, I missed
I was
it.
one. I was by 1 also.
Yeah. All right. You. A regular failure. Oh, okay, yeah. So that is 3 wounds to each of you.
Oh, God. Thankfully, I have 0. So now it's my first. Now I'm at 3.
Remember, you can heal wounds by going into the support area.
I'm not a baby.
Okay.
You also have the bandages.
I'm a soldier.
Well, I think actually
Right.
the priest
Yeah.
has the bandages, but someone's
I'm
got
on the brink.
I have like
I want to go
10.
back to that room.
I have like 10 wounds.
Yeah.
I'm a big boy.
If you go to exactly 0 wounds, you do not die immediately and can be revived. If you go below, you do.
Okay.
All right, and then you broke him with your attack, but you still have a maneuver left there, Tony.
Wait a minute. Very close.
All right. And he does place one of his threat in over here.
Nice.
And he will use his interrupt action. He is going to spend these threat and ask them. He'll do the same as he did to the other two, to the experiment and to the soldier. As you begin to sink, and you can feel like the cutting edges of these gems and coins onto your legs. See if you are strong enough to resist the pull.
Oh, nice.
Yes, sir. I am super strong.
Sick.
All right. You're gonna take 2 resolve damage.
All right.
Wait, didn't we just get attacked?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that was
Attack.
from him
Oh.
breaking. This is his interrupt action.
Yeah.
So
We
when
should
you
get some.
when you break someone's resolve, it's bad for you, General. You will also
All right.
take 2 resolve damage.
That's a close one.
Yes, sir. Don't worry. If you're next to me, I heal you always, pretty much at the end of my turn.
Oh, wait, what?
Yes, sir. I
If
got
only
them back to back.
I mechanically didn't constantly have to move.
Well, don't worry. If I go first, then you heal.
There you go. Keep that in
There
mind.
you go.
Let me-
So maybe
let
the
me go
soldier
first.
should use his
So
turn now.
I will start off with my classic stoic and take one of those away. Classic. I will then use my movement as a focus because I like to have advantage.
All right. And then you're making a spear attack.
Yes, sir.
All right. If 13
Uh,
is under, you have a superior success.
With strong. No, I'm at 12 strong, so I will just do a regular
Okay.
success.
So you'll do resolve damage, but he has no resolve left, so it will go right to wounds.
So then it'll be the 3.
1, 2, 3. And let me just count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you've done 13 wounds to him so far.
Nice.
Um,
And then I will, of course, get the classic back to back. You will also, Sean, heal 1 resolve as well.
Hell yes.
Yes, sir. And I think that was a lot of good stuff. I think we're good to go.
he's going to place a threat on your square.
I wish you would.
Yeah, well, he did.
Good.
And then it is the experiment's turn.
Can I heal wounds in arranged space, or just resolve?
If you have an item that allows you to do it, you can only do restore resolve unless you go to support range.
There's like 2 away.
I mean, you can shoot and then move, right?
Yeah, but I'm gonna move first. It's okay. I'm gonna move towards the priest, and attack with the dagger. I think.
All right.
I need to get that bleed in there.
Yeah, get that bleed on him.
Or I'm gonna die trying.
That is a
Yes,
regular success. So that's going to be resolve damage applied to his wounds.
1. Yeah.
Okay, plus bleed, of course.
Hmm?
Okay. He will place 1 threat on your square. But his attention is divided, and he does not have enough threat on any one area to do his interrupt action. But it is his turn. Okay, he is going to attack the experiment. He's going to attempt to devour the experiment.
Well, fuck.
Bet you can.
Question.
What's
Because
the-
we have that thing that lets us ignore his attack. Do we have to see the results of rolls and shit?
No.
Or how does
No.
that work?
Specifically, you have to use it as an immediate action before he attacks.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. So yes, he goes to devour, but Sean, how do you use this item?
Just holding the item and his prayer book up, he shouts, what pig god deny you, and a brilliant flash of pig colored light shoots out.
Fuck yeah.
And these
Thank you.
it bursts forth. It turns into ash and sprinkles over the gold,
Aw.
dulling its glow, which distracts him enough that he just completely misses the attack.
Sweet.
So you see him about to bear down on you, Scarr, and then he just looks the other way for a moment and just crashes into the sea of riches beneath you, beside you.
I was never scared.
That's my boy.
Okay. Okay. He is going to scurry as a maneuver. So you guys are kind of keeping pace with him and chasing him as he moves underneath the in the thing. But he does restore oh my 6. He will only restores 2 resolve. Because you are all at close range.
Could he have inspired me using the ash? I forgot I have the ash that makes it easier to hit by 2 to use this on my
On your turn, yes, you have to
on my
use it
turn.
as
I
a
forgot
use.
about it and I saw that and went, oh fuck, I have ash.
Yeah, you could have made him easier to hit the whole time, but
It's an
I-
accident. He inspired me now and I went, oh god.
no worries. Yeah, so that is complete. That is his turn. He scurries. You guys don't move or anything, but basically he goes under the ground and he restores some resolve.
He also takes 2 resolve damage.
Oh shit.
Well, he takes
the
1
bleed.
resolve damage.
Oh yeah.
Ooh. Okay, which is why he did that.
So then at the start of the round, could I use my my maneuver to use the ash?
Yep. You use your maneuver to use the ash. So as he
I'm
comes
an
up,
ashy boy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Throw the ash on him, and you see it kind of like coat his body, and like it was a handful of ash, but it just covers him like head to toe, and you see like all of the areas, like along his carapace that are open and available to be shot or stabbed at, making him a much easier target.
Nice. Does anybody want to hit his last resolve so I can wound him with my spear?
Well, I would like to go because I'm going to go use the healing stuff on the experiment.
Nice.
So
ahead.
I'll just. Okay, I'm trying to move my character and it's not moving. But I would move into the space with the experiment and heal him 2 wounds.
Yeah, I moved you.
Oh,
It's,
yeah.
it's the same thing just happened again, where it's just me and Bingbong in here again.
Oh,
Oh, fuck.
Music died.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Not the music.
Not the music.
I actively hit the stop. Okay, I guess I'll try the logout option one more time. We just gotta get through this last little bit here. So
It's almost there.
Well, yeah, Scarr, you heal 2 wounds.
Thanks, man. You're just burning all the good items on me.
He's the last boss, right? What's your resolve at?
I only have 1 resolve damage, but I've got I was at 4 of 5 wounds, so now I'm at 2.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Is using it looks like I'm connecting. Is using that item a maneuver?
yes.
Mine was, yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you used
Yes.
2 maneuvers there.
Yep. Okay, so then that would be my turn.
All right.
If
And one of the reasons why we don't have initiative in this system is because of the tactical nature of it. Like, it's a bit metagaming, but that's just the game encourages it because you need to do it. Where it's like, actually, if you attack before me, I do more wound damage and you do more resolve damage. So the turns order.
I like it.
each
Yeah.
time.
It
Yeah.
makes sense.
That's
so
cool.
if he is easier to hit now, I have that ability that lets me
Yes.
3 times.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do it. Yeah.
Mechanically, it makes it more likely that you'll get a superior success. Just
Hell
is
yeah.
what that
Which is
is.
always good.
So I'm gonna go ahead and
You're gonna shoot 3 times.
until it can't get up.
All right, give me those
Fuck yeah.
rolls. If that's under your ability, that is a superior success.
That is my ability.
That's a critical
Super
success.
success.
Oh, I'm
Hell
gonna tell you
yeah.
right now, you have killed it.
Nice.
Yes. That's what I'm fucking talking
Um,
about, boys.
So describe how you slay a dragon with a pistol.
Just aim straight for the bishop's head on top of the dragon and fire 3 rounds directly into it.
Yeah, you kind of do that thing where you shoot through both of his eyes and then right in the center to give him the third one.
3. Third eye.
The dragon screams in agony. You see, like, through the images as they start to act out how this man died in the real world. On his piles of not actual coin, but the tithes that have been made in this orchard that he had built. As the citizens around him starved long enough, he was torn apart limb from limb by the very people he exploited.
Hell yeah.
And then they ate from his flesh and died shortly after.
That's a good way to die.
The world starts to crumble around you, but you are, again, experienced hunters. You know that you are safe. And as the world starts to disintegrate around you, you find yourself almost falling into a sense of sleep. And when your eyes open, you are standing exactly where you were when this adventure started, as if nothing had happened. A single sprout of a flower blooms at your feet.
And we're rich, right?
No,
But
you
we do this for money.
You don't do this for money. You do this because you are full of sin.
Mm.
And now we're full of a little bit less sin?
No, you are ever closer to death.
Yay.
The long death. Like one day, like you know that you will become what this man was.
Well, it's good to have goals.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
At least I
But
have a
that
dragon.
right there is the end of our adventures. The
Okay.
sins of Grisham Priory have been abolished.
Yay.
Yeah. How's everyone feeling?
It kind of makes me. I wonder how they did the Dark Souls game. Now I'm trying to because this works well as an adaptation from Bloodborne.
Did they have a Dark Souls one? I think they do. I'm
Yeah.
at their stuff. What's it called?
I'm just Dark Souls RPG or
Void Heart Symphony.
oh.
Which I might check out. They also have one called Die RPG, which is like an isekai.
I wanted to try that actually.
Yeah. It looks cool, but it is interesting because it's like an isekai TTRPG is what it is. You pulled from our world into this fictional world, and
Oh God! Ow!
nerd shit happens.
Cats are crazy.
Yeah, there is a Dark Souls RPG. It was Kickstarter earlier this year, I believe, but it's like fully out right now.
Yeah, I think that is the Void Heart Symphony. I think. I haven't looked too closely at it, so I could be talking about the wrong thing.
No, I'm saying there's a Dark Souls, the role playing game.
Mhm.
Oh, I did not know that. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, no, I'd be down to check that out for sure. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen at home, and of course, players around the table, I had an absolute blast tonight.
Oh yeah.
It was awesome.
I hope that game was sufficiently spooky for you this Halloween.
It was fucking great.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
And it's 1, 2, 3, 4.
yes.
Never
Otherwise,
go
Texas.
wrong with maggots spewing.
Yeah,
Dog
I had fun with the
monsters.
maggots. That was cool,
Yeah.
Yes.
and it made me stronger, which was even cooler.
Yes, the maggots burrowed into your skin and you ruined stuff.
Yeah, and then I had my cat's poop in my game room,
Oh no.
which was fun. Made it stinky
So
like maggots.
Fun.
Fully immersed.
Speaking of cat shitting in the game room, if
Yeah.
you would be so kind as to rate and review the podcast, maybe even leave a comment on the YouTubes, join us over on Discord, Facebook, all that stuff. Check out the description down below. We got some cool links there to all our shit.
Hell yeah.
Even think about joining us over on the Patreon if you want to throw a couple of coins into the Dragon's Hoard. I'm done shilling. I've had a long day of delving into these hollows, and so I'm going to call it a night.
Same.
From Dragon's Creek Gaming, we say have a good night and toodaloo.